Why do I always do that? My mic's always on. It just automatically turns off. I don't know what happens. Anyway, welcome to Foxfire Tarot. I am just getting things organized here. I'm a little bit behind schedule. So first of all, I want to say sorry for not being here yesterday, as is my normal day, but I've had a rough couple of weeks, and you know, when you have to take care of yourself, I give the advice to everyone else to do what you need to do. And so that's what I did. I just kind of rested up and tried to focus on, you know, cleansing my energy and things like that. So I hope you guys understand. So I see there's a lot of people in the chat today. That's nice to see. We've got Great Quartz. Hello, Great Quartz. So nice to see you. And Samina's back. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that's great news. And we have a newcomer, or perhaps an old, I can't read. We have Ragav, and you seem familiar. You might be already subscribed. I'm not sure. I don't recall you, but you look familiar. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Here we go. And then, yeah, so that's great. Okay, so I've got my coffee, guys. So you woke up on my timeline again. I like this. This is great. And welcome to the Fox fam. We love each other here, and we treat each other with respect and kindness, and we're patient. How the rules work on my channel is I go by energy first, whatever I'm drawn to, or I choose in the lineup. Okay, I don't have a moderator today, I don't think so. You guys just have to be patient with me, okay? And perhaps somebody can just keep things sorted if you could. So the first thing I'm going to do is just talk a little bit about the current energy that's been going through the electronic magnetics around us. There's been a massive shift, you guys. I don't know if you felt it, but we were hit with a solar flare on the 30th. I felt the energy, and I was completely drained. I couldn't really even get out of bed. So I do apologize for not doing my Halloween special on my other channel, but I will launch that channel soon. I'm hoping it'll be sometime this week or early next weekend. And on that channel, I will talk about all sorts of different things, and it'll be really fun. So please subscribe to that channel. It's called Foxfire Cafe. It's on my YouTube. So yeah. So okay, I'm just gonna pull a. So that energy was crazy, and I just wanted to note that I don't know if anyone else felt it, but I definitely felt it, and I was just completely off. The whole day to me seemed like so surreal. It was almost like I had one foot in reality and one foot in another dimension, almost like I didn't even wake up from a dream that day. I just was like wandering around like a robot, and 4 or 5 different people I spoke to felt the exact same way. So if you guys felt that way too, put a 1 in the chat. If you didn't, put a 2 in the chat. Yeah, so I can just see who felt what. I'm really interested in that. And when we get more people on here later, hopefully I will definitely ask that question again, because I'm really curious. I put my link tree up there, you guys. I couldn't pin it for some reason. I don't know why, but I just did an OBS update, and God only knows what it did to my system, so I do apologize. So if you want to scroll down and use that to donate, I would really appreciate it. It helps support my channel. It goes directly into my YouTube channel and my resources. However, I don't expect it, and I'm not asking for it. But if you feel the need to want to support the channel, any little bit helps, so that would be great. If not, that's okay too. Just subbing and liking my channel like a doorbell when you come into come into my channel, hit that doorbell, that like button, and that helps my channel as well, and it's free. So let's get started. Whew. Oh, these glasses are dirty. So I'm gonna pull from the angel card today first, as we normally do, just so I can get a just a second. I gotta grab something to clean these glasses off with. Oh, I gotta get more prepared, guys. I've come to find out that I'm technically going blind. I think I need to go to the doctor and get my eyes checked, and I might need a better set of glasses. Okay. So I don't know. Let's go to live chat. And for some reason, it just keeps slipping to top chat and live chat. I was like, no. option here. I don't know what the hell's going on. That's weird. So, yeah, OBS is doing some weird stuff, you guys. But I'm just going to, there we go. Okay, here we are. Okay, so we're going to start with our angel numbers. So let's go ahead and start shuffling those up. You guys can concentrate on your questions and throw me your vibes. Ah, I see you, Samina. I see you. Thank you. I love my repeats that come in. You're always welcome, part of this family from the very beginning. When the channel gets bigger, I will not forget you. All that started out with me. So I do appreciate you. Hey, I'm 2020. Welcome to the channel. If you hadn't subbed and liked, please do so, and I will do your reading. Hello, Angeli. Nice to finally meet you. For those of you who hasn't subbed, please do so. And like that button. It does really help my channel. The algorithm is just so stupid. YouTube's changed a lot of things. And okay. So we're just cutting the deck. And I'm just going to shuffle up and see what card we have today for our reading. There it is, right off of the get-go. We love that. Okay, so it is number 66. It says, so it says, your angels are asking you to be open and willing to receive assistance from them, no matter how it manifests. Let's just think about that for a second. So if you're asking for something with intention and you're trying to manifest something into your life, whether that be love or materialistic things or spiritual guidance or just straight up healing and processing and purging, then whatever the outcome of that is that the angels are helping you do, accept it, even if it has a negative reaction. Does that make sense? Because everything happens for a reason, and so therefore it will become a positive, but it might be something that you have to go through to get there, right? So deliver your fears and anxieties over to your angels. Hallelujah. I take it. Take Jesus, take the wheel. I just, you know what? That's a wonderful thing to say right now. Deliver your fears and anxieties over to your angels. Express gratitude. So grateful for the things we have, and not what we don't. And for the abundance that's provided to us. So it says, express gratitude for the abundant provisions that are infinite in the universe, that the infinite universe has bestowed upon you. So there it is, number 66, which is the number 12, which adds up to what, guys? 3. Ding, ding, that's my number. So you know what? It's my day. I like this energy. Okay, so we're going to grab my tarot. I'm going to actually try to pick a few different ones today because I'd like to get into doing a few different things as well on the channel instead of just doing like straight up reads all the time, right? Like I want to get into a portion where I just like pull from different cards because I have a lot of oracle cards and they're kind of fun. Yes. When will my ex reach out? Ooh, M20, I'm feeling that. I thought of that for a long time, but then I had to give up because I was just like, you're waiting around for something to happen. You're just wasting your life because the moments are passing in the present, and perhaps you'll miss an opportunity that's right in front of you, Maybe the universe brings you other people in your life instead of looking for your ex. Maybe there's somebody new coming in. We do not know. Okay, so let's see. Who's in the first of the lineup? I'm going to feel my energies out here, guys. Oh, okay. Okay, Samina, I'm going to do you first. Ooh, great quartz. What an excellent question. What can you tell me about my past life? Okay, I'm going to get those cards out quickly before I do Samina and get them ready because I definitely want to do that. Just got to find them, guys. These are all tarot. Okay, so we have to go over here. Moon cards. Okay, so these gotta be separated. They're all messed up, but when I get to them, I'll do that. These are my romance cards. So we're gonna pull those out. I want to use those today. So we've got our nature spirit, our romance cards. And these are some definitely like interesting cards for questions. And then we have, I'm looking for my past life deck here. Looking for my past life deck. Looking for my past life deck. I don't know why that's not in here. It's so bizarre. Quantum geometry. Did I already pull it out? No. Sorry guys, just bear with me here for a second. What's in here? It's definitely not these ones. It's so bizarre. Okay, I'm gonna have to look for these after because I really, really want to read these for you. Oh, maybe that's them. Hang on. No, these are actually really pretty cards. I know what they look like, so it's so strange, but like they're not showing their face. Wonder if I have another. Oh, it's right in front of me, guys. Oh my word, I'm telling you. Okay, here they are. I'm so glad you guys keep coming back because I have like this nonsense to go through. Okay, my past life cards, and also these are my angel cards for that particular guidance. Then we have, okay, no other cards. We have our mermaid cards. Oh yes. The rest of those ones. Okay, so these are the activation cards. Okay, so that's these. These are great, you guys. You're gonna love these. Okay. I'm so excited! I was waiting for a past life question forever. I was waiting for a past life question, guys. Like this is okay. Now here's the thing. I am not a I do channel from time to time, but I'm not a medium. I don't say that I am. I'm not a psychic. I work with energy, as you guys all know. I do have intuition. I'm a clairsentient, which means I work with energy and intuitiveness, and I'm also a sensitive, which means I work with energy. So what I feel is what I intuitively get, and then I, as you know, go to my handy dandy booklet and just kind of do like overall clarifications and things like that. So there's my notes. Okay, so Samina's first. Oh, there's my jack gone, disappeared. God, that's good enough. I'm just gonna. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna put my phone on. Just do not disturb, so I don't get. Hi, Pianitha. Can you please sub to the channel? You're new. I haven't seen you before. Alright, so I've got my little healing question. I'm going to put over here on this. Okay, so we've shuffled the deck. So Samina, let's get it. Wasted enough of you guys' time. Okay. So Samina, you're looking for your person, whether or not they're coming in or if they're thinking of you currently, right? Is that what I'm getting? Because you haven't seen them in a long time. All right. So this person is kind of like trying to take a time out. It's the Fool card, Wheel of Fortune. That's nice. And the Five of Wands. Yeah, he's definitely making a decision about something. He's feeling kind of very carefree at the moment. Or she, your partner, they have a lot of luck on their side right now. So I feel like the universe is behind them with this decision. But whatever happened in the past between the two of you, Samina, was a very, very conflicted argument or conversation that took place. And a decision was made. So I don't know if you guys separated for a time and decided to take a time out, but that's the energy I'm getting. Now, let's see what happens when I want to pull some cards for you personally, Samina. I want to see this. I'm going to do a left-right, which is when I do like two people's energy together. What you're feeling about things here. No contact, yeah. Yes, you separated. I knew that. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's going to go on here for you in your personal path. Because his mind's been made up with whatever this decision is. Let's go ahead and see what your energy is, and then I'm going to follow through with the rest of the reading. Okay, it's not letting me. They don't want me to know. Okay, so I'm going to continue with the person Samina's asking about. Oh, just so you know, when I don't pick a card until they flip out of the deck. Ace of Cups, yeah, they're currently they're feeling very abundant in their emotions. They're very happy. They feel like very much joy in their life emotionally. That this conflict is no longer there. But what is currently the next steps that this person will take to come towards you? The Lover's card in reverse. That's Gemini energy. Oh, sweetheart, I don't think that... I know we've spoke about this before. But I just think like... he's not ready to be in a relationship again. I think he feels very, very free at the moment. And is enjoying his single life. If he's single, I don't know. I can't remember all the things I say on everything every time I do these with you guys, so please forgive me. It's actually better I don't remember, to be honest. Oh, Lord. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Three of Swords, definitely dealing with some wounding there. Was there another person involved, Samina? Like in the beginning, was there somebody else involved? I feel like somebody came into the picture that pulled you two apart. I don't know if that makes sense to you. When's he going to come to you? Okay, let's figure this out. Yes, I see you, Regav, and I will get to you, okay? And you're welcome. Okay, so you have the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords. We need one more card, which are both in the reverse position. He's not... I don't see him getting in touch with you anytime soon, Samina. Again, I'm going to count the numbers up, but something's occurred that this person Yeah, he's still, this person's still working on his financial decision. He's got the Ace of Swords there, Two of Pentacles in the reverse, Nine of Cups in the reverse. Let's go ahead and look at that. Nine of Cups in the reverse, lots of choices, missed opportunities. He's feeling sort of miserable at the moment. He feels unhappy. There's a negativity there when he thinks about the relationship. There's some addictions he's dealing through. We have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, which talks about having no balance, juggling and negativity, very disorganized. He's feeling carefree, but he's spending frivolously, which is why the balance card's out. But we do have the Ace of Swords here, and our aces, as you all know, are importante because they're the abundance cards. And when we look at the Ace of Swords, it talks about, and this is in the upright, so there's reasoning, communication, truth, clarity. Something is coming to the light. So there will be an illuminating conversation you two will have. But I don't like the fact that the King's in the reverse and the Queen's in the reverse. So the King of Swords in the reverse. I feel like there's some deceit going on there with him. I feel like there's some deceit going on with him. I feel like he's self-absorbed, feeling very selfish right now. Again, which pairs with the Two of Pentacles in the reverse and the Nine of Cups in the reverse. I personally feel like he's going through some sort of a gambling addiction or some sort of financial thing that he's just not like really paying much attention to. So I don't know if he's going to be able to see you soon, because I feel like there is a serious disconnect here. I don't see him physically moving towards you at the moment, but let's go ahead and pull an oracle card to see when he'll send that message, when that message will come in, or what sort of you know, with our romance cards, what's going on here. I'm going to pull one of these too, just real quick. Okay, I'm concentrating on Samina and her person, what the romance cards have to say about their relationship on an emotional and intimate level. Sometimes the physical stuff can come and go and the negativity, but it does says express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So I think you need to contact him, Samina. We've had this conversation before, I feel like. And every time it comes up, it's almost like you have to contact him. You know what I mean? Like maybe he's waiting on the move for you to contact him. I think if you go ahead and express yourself to him, perhaps maybe that will open up the conversation. I don't think you should wait for him to contact you. He may come back to you and say, look, I'm not ready for a relationship right now. But then you can just say, like, look, I just still want to, be connected. So, like, let's have a conversation about it or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Hi, Bella. I think about him to go into their town. Yep, I know. I've had that feeling before as well when I thought about my ex from years ago, when I took a lot of strength not to drive there on multiple occasions, because if I had my car at the time that I had no impulse, like when my impulses were just through the roof, I would have driven there like in an instant, but I didn't have a car, so I think universally it wasn't meant to be. But then when I got a car, I refused to go. I had to like push myself back, pull myself back. But in this circumstance, I'm not sure. I think maybe you have to make the move. If you still have contact with him with his number, I think maybe you should be the one to message him. You know what I mean? And I don't know when you'll meet him. I don't know. I'm sorry, Samina. I'm not getting energy off of that for some reason. Meditation. Okay, so you're asking if you meditate and manifest, will it be successful? I know sometimes it's hard to be brave, isn't it? Raghav, you can post your question over and over and over. I'll get to you when I get to you, sweetheart. I'm not trying to be rude, but it just takes away from the chat. So you could just be patient. Thank you. And if I ask you, then you can post it again. I just want to pull from my nature spirit here. I want to see what energy you're working with, Samina. Thank you. Ancient forest. Okay, I feel like you should perhaps, is there any like wooded areas around where you live where you can go for a walk in nature and meditate and just clear your mind about things? Because if there is, I feel like that's where you need to go. Does that make sense? You need to get grounded. And I think if you really concentrate on your intentions about this person, you'll receive guidance from your angels and all the universal energy will come and show you something. You'll have an illuminating moment. Okay, so I think that's what you should do, is try to find a little forest and walk through it, or even meditate on being in a forest and feel how like your feet would feel in the ground, like walking on the ground barefoot, and the trees and the grass. Like that's, I feel like you need to get back to some sort of like nature, like natural state of mind and being, perhaps becoming more authentically yourself again. I feel like maybe you got lost a little bit in the woods with this particular person and you're trying to find yourself again, if that makes sense. And I feel like you feel like the other part of you is with this person, and to be fair, that's a lot of the times how we feel. That connection is very strong. However, you know, you have to do what's right for you. So if this person's moved on, Samina, but not in a relationship of any kind, it wouldn't hurt to reach out and just sort of message the person and be like, you know, hey, just checking in, seeing how you're doing. I've been thinking about you, you know, how have you been? And that's a door opener for a lot of people. So that's my suggestion. I hope that helps, Samina. I hope that helps. Okay, so then we're going to do a quick oracle card for you real fast, because I don't want to, I've been messing around all morning here and I don't want to take away from everybody else. What are we doing here? Okay. Let's see what's going on. So we're just looking for a card for confirmation for Samina on her journey. Any messages from the divine, affirmations, clarity, information. Either what she's going through internally or what she needs to hear. Thank you. We have 2. Protection. Call back your power. Cut the cord. Soul retrieval. So remember how I just said how you feel connected, like in a sense that like you're emotionally connected. Well, that's an actual cord. So maybe you have to cut that cord from this person in order for you to move on yourself. And then if it's meant to be, it will come to fruition. Do you see how beautiful this card is? Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Protection. So the universe is saying you need to protect your heart right now and get back to your true soul and what that means. Because I feel like you think he has a part of it. Doors opening. So this is the portal card again. So if you do this and close that door, Samina, and another door will open for you if you decide to do this. You will have rewards. This is a wild card. Okay, so if you choose to cut that cord, and I'm not suggesting you do it, but if you do decide to cut that cord with this person and just move on instead of, you know, being brave and seeing this person and wondering what's going on, I feel like somebody else might be coming in for you. I do. I feel like somebody else will be coming in for you. And I do feel like, you know, you have a lot of love in your heart, and I really feel your energy is like beautifully, and it's pink and it's gorgeous. And I just think like this person is just, I don't know, they're just working through their own shit, if that makes sense. Like I don't think that you are on their mind in this moment. But I do see somebody coming in for you, but you have to work on yourself and heal your heart, my darling, in order for this other person to come in. You're so welcome, my lovey. You do expect a call in January. Yeah, I remember we talked about that too, and that could be very well the case. Okay, so who's up next? We had Great Quartz. So I'm going to do Great Quartz. Alyssa, hi. Yeah, I don't know. We don't have a mod today. So I'm going to just sort of pull from, actually that's a good point. I have to mark down who I've already done so I don't get all caught up in forgetting what's going on. So thank you for reminding me about that. Okay, so that's good. So we've just done Samina. Okay, so now we're doing Great Quartz. Okay, so I'm going to read, so here I'm going to pull, this is the deck, it's called the Past Life deck. I'm going to see what comes through. I agree, Great Quartz. I think she should protect her heart, heal it, move on. There's somebody good coming through if she only has, but you know, it's very difficult to let go of somebody that you're really, truly invested in. I know that feeling, so I feel for you. Maybe after January, if that call doesn't come, then you should just decide to close the door. That's my opinion. That's just me. But it's definitely hard to say that, right? Because if it was me, a different situation as well, perhaps. Okay, I'm just pulling from a deck for Great Quartz. I want to see what comes out. I'm going to pull 3 cards just to illuminate perhaps a couple of past lives that you might resonate with and see what this energy is telling us. Again, I'm a believer of the multiple timeline theory. I think there's a version of ourselves in an infinite way across the universe, on infinite loops, infinite timelines, and sometimes we get a glimpse of our other selves in our dreams. Sometimes we remember our past lives in our dreams. Sometimes we recognize places and people that we haven't seen before for some strange reason, and it seems familiar. I feel like that's also a clue to our past life experiences, and I've had many of those. But these cards are fun because they kind of like give you an idea and perhaps what you're dealing with currently in this life for, you know, whatever lessons you're to learn or get through, or, you know, who you were in a past life that might particularly be causing you grief in this life because, you know, for example, say you were a firefighter in another lifetime, then you might be terrified of fire in this life because you don't want to die in a fire. Do you know what I mean? There's that cell memory there. Okay, let's just pull a card from this, please, for Great Quartz. Pull whatever falls out. Thank you. All right, let's see what the big reveal is. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so the first one that came up was finances. Those look like Roman coins to me. I feel like at some point in time you had a lifetime that was like in that time period where you struggled with money, because the other one that came up was food and hunger. So I feel like you might have been somebody who was like in that caste system where you had the very rich and they, you know, taxing everybody, and you were down here trying to pay the taxes and you're always broke. Like, you know, you see in those movies, Robin Hood, and, you know, you're going through these little towns and you see like the peasant people, they were called, you know what I mean? Like the people had little homes, just like middle age. What is wrong with me today? Blech. Middle class today, basically what it would be, but way back then, right? In that era. So I feel like that might have been one of your past lives, and that's probably why you have a hard time, like money to you is I feel like it's something that you struggle with because you don't, for example, if you say, I feel like you save your money because you don't want to squander it because you know you might not be around the corner. You know what I mean? Yes. Let's see also, I'm going to pull from this to get another clarifier here. Your natural, I'm going to see what your spirit says about your past life. Oh, that was fast. Yeah, Grandfather Sky. So this is about your very wise soul. You have a very wise soul. You've reincarnated in this world, in this life, in the lifetimes, over many lifetimes, I guess. Many lifetimes. And I want to see what's Trash Bag Fashion Lover. Hi, welcome to the channel, Fox Fam. Okay, so you have light and love and nutrition. So your purpose in this life is to bring divine healing, light and love to this world. So you're a light worker, my lovey. Okay, that's who you are, your spirit's saying. And nutrition says you conduct healing works with your culinary skills. So I feel like you're somebody who would make a nice meal for somebody and it's made with love and intention when you make it. I feel like that's the kind of person that you are. And you have a high, you're very emotionally intelligent because you came from a place in the past where you had to fight for everything that you had. You had to fight for everything that you had. Let me see what you're saying here. Hey, money is important for me. I always worry about being secure in the future. Yeah, because in your past life you weren't. There's no way for you to, like, there wasn't opportunities for people in that sort of period of time where you could, you know, move out of that system into a new one. So, you know, poverty was very high back then, and a lot of people sort of did what they could to get by. And I feel like if you carry that memory of that negative feeling of being hungry all the time or not having enough money to, you know, pay the rent or the taxes or whatever it was that they would charge back then, you're going to carry that with you to this lifetime. And, you know, possibly, like, that's why you worry about money so much in this life. Could you see what I looked like during what I looked? Could you see what I looked like during this? Are you trying to say what I looked like? What you looked like? Hi, P2. So, guys, if you haven't already, boop, 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 please subscribe to the channel and like, and I will do your card. My God, is it almost noon already? Are you kidding me? What the heck? Okay, I gotta get moving along here. I'm gonna think about this for you. Great Quartz. Let's see what you looked like, who you were. Ooh, I like these have yes/no questions in there. Okay. Let me think. I see you as female in that past life, and I feel like you had a daughter that helped you with things like collecting eggs from chickens and selling them at the market, that sort of dynamic. Do you see? Yeah. Oh wait, I lost my live chat on YouTube. Hang on. All right. Yeah, so you love treating people you love and deserve the best. Absolutely. I feel like when you make food, it's like somebody comes into your home. Like, for example, I lived in Cape Breton for a really long time, and one of our traditions is if you come to our house, are you hungry? Would you like something to drink? Like, it's just a natural response. That's what we do. You know, we have like kitchen parties. It's all about the kitchen and family and, you know, friends and things like that. Not so much in the last years of my life, just because I live pretty like isolated away from my family and friends and things like that, because I work really close to my work job, and you know, they're in a different, I'm in a different part of Nova Scotia than them now, so it's very difficult to be around those people. But that's basically the culture, and I feel like you have that same vibration of like here, let me cook for you, or would you like to come for dinner and have dinner parties? That kind of, you know what I mean? And just like eat and talk and eat, like an Italian thing, right? It's like love and conversation and food and everything. Money's important for me. I always worry about music in the future. Yeah, I don't know. Why is this chat? I don't know what's going on here. Okay, so here we go. I've always been drawn to the desert. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. I would really meditate on that a lot more, because I'm getting a vibe of like Egypt, or like a Jerusalem thing. I don't know. Does that make sense? How do I put this? I see you traveling with a group of people in the desert, like moving towards something, leaving something behind. I feel like I get an image. Oh, I got goosebumps. Okay, there's an image coming through where you are in a group of people who are leaving a place and moving to another place to settle, like a settler, like leaving Egypt into Jerusalem, or like part of the 12 tribes of Israel, or 10 tribes, or whatever it is. That kind of idea is popping in my head, and I'm not necessarily saying that is what it was for you, but I get that sense of like travel, like in a group with a group of people when you say desert. So if that makes sense to you. Is there something my soul wants to tell me on the desert? Because I'm madly spiritual about the desert. Yes. You know what? It's like when I went through the Grand Canyon, I had the most amazing experience as a child. I just felt it was so serene, and I could find solace, and it was so quiet and perfect. And sometimes I meditate on that place, and it does bring me peace and serenity. So if that's something that does that for you, Great Quartz, I would really recommend when you meditate to use that image to calm you if you're in a frantic state, because sometimes that works for me, you know. But I do see that traveling aspect for you in a past life for sure. Oh, Egypt, yeah, I'm writing fantasy novels about pyramids I made up. I'm spiritual about this place, like gold and sand. I can never be more peaceful. See, that's the thing. I have this like image of like you leaving Egypt to go someplace else, that type of, like in that area, like of the world, right? Like, and oh, I got goosebumps. You were traveling with a group of people. I just keep seeing this image over and over and over. And one person has this big cane, and like there's a donkey with like lots of things on it, carrying things, and there's people like with like robing and things, like in the time of like after, like before Jesus kind of thing. Like it was like migrating, like you were moving through this this place with people. Anyway, Great Quartz, I hope that is helpful for you today. Oh, I got this all mixed up. Oh, there we go. Yeah, really happy to have done that, been able to do that for you. Okay, so we have B2. Great Quartz, you're so lovely. I love your energy, and I love when you come in here. I'm going to do you, B2, because you were here before, and I don't think I got to you. So we're going to do you next. I feel that coming in for you right now. You're so welcome, my darling. Yeah. Okay, B2 want to know his past life, too, so let's go ahead and see what we can pull for him, guys. B2, I love that name. I'm probably not saying it right. I'm sorry if I'm not. Yeah, like I'm seeing you, Great Quartz. You were a female with a daughter, and you had like coverings. Like I like you know that picture of Mary where she has like the covering, and there's like robes and things like that. That like I like, you know, that time period. Woo. Okay, B2, High Priestess or Priestess. So you had that energy in your past life, B2. So you had the ability to You worked for the community. You were somebody that somebody came to for help or, you know, advice. I feel like you might find that in this lifetime, maybe people are drawn to you for information. They're like, you know, helping them through situations, things like that. I don't know if that resonates with you, but that's what I'm getting. I'm going to pull another card for you, B2. Okay, thanks, Great Quartz, for coming in. Love life and Atlantis, yeah. So you're an Atlantean, V2. You came from the past life of Atlantis, and there was a great love you had. Oh my God, there was a great love you had. And I think that stuck with you in this lifetime. I think you're trying to find your soulmate. You were separated from your person. Is that sufficient, B2? Does that resonate with you? And the people of Atlantis, they were very high tech. Like they had, in my opinion, the theory of Atlantis is it was a global civilization. It was pre-Sumerian. It was pre the Big Flood. It was pre everything that we know historically. There's no proof of it, and there's no documentation. But I do feel like it existed, and I feel like it was a global civilization, and they too occupied the ley lines around the world for electromagnetics and use that energy for, you know, their temples and their whole, like their big places of worship. And you know, I think they worked with crystals. I think they had high technology, but in a natural way. And these people who come from this time frame are people who are very intuitive, have some type of psychic ability, are able to manifest things towards them, have an inclination for like computers, programming, just very savvy with, you know, the internet and like using applications and things like that. You're just very technically savvy people, and that might resonate with you in this life. So I hope that's helpful. Be new. So I'm gonna go to hi Pianitha. Please tell me, can I pass your exam? I think that if you study very hard, everything happens for a reason. If you don't pass it this time, you'll get it the next time. Sometimes we learn from failure. But let's see what these cards have to say real quick. Will she pass her exam? Or he, I should say. A year from now. Does that make sense? A year from now. P. Anitha. You will pass your exam a year from now. Does that mean you're going to have to take it again? I don't know. So what I'm going to do is just circle right through, and then I'm going to come back for anybody that had any specific questions again. So M20. Okay, girl, guy, whoever you are. Again, I'm not gender specific on this channel. If I do say he or she, it's just in that masculine or female energy, okay? Will my ex from 7 years ago, let me just write your name down so I don't forget you. Will my ex from 7 years ago reach out to me? We crossed paths last month several times. Ooh. Well, if that's true, let me get my coffee. I got chills. So when you notice patterns, right? When you see the details that the universe is giving you, that's an indication to follow your intuition. You are being placed in the same place by this person over and over for a reason. I feel like the two of you will, I don't understand why you haven't had a conversation already. I feel like it's coming in soon, though. I'm going to run my tarot for you. Before I do that, ICP, Anitha had one more question. Sorry. He says, can I get a government job? Please tell me, ma'am. Let's see what the cards quickly say here. No, I feel like you're going to be in helping people in an environment where you're helpful towards people, in a place where you work for the public. So yes, it could very much be a government job, and might not be, because I'm just sort of contradicting myself right there. But I feel like if it is government, it will be helping someone, like people, like you'll be a help supporter of some kind. Does that make sense? Okay, so M20. All right, here we go. I love these kind of questions because they resonate with me. I think that when we're meant to be with the person we're meant to be with, whether it's in this life or the next, that other person, our person, you know what I'm saying when I say your person, it's like you feel at home. You're at home when you're around that person. When you're not, you miss a piece of yourself. Does that make sense? That's how I feel about my person who I'm no longer in contact with. I mean, he's lovely. He's married. He has children. He's a lovely wife and happy home. I would never want to intrude on that. But as a friendship, I really miss that person in my life because we had a really strong connection, a great conversation, and I really miss his family and that kind of thing. So I do resonate with you, M20, on that question. Yeah, I mean, I often think to myself, will I ever run into him someday? It's always in the back of your mind. Mind you, I used to have dreams all the time that he was getting divorced, and he was talking to me in my dreams about how he wanted a divorce. This was like 12, 10, I don't know how many years ago now. But I haven't spoke to him in, oh my God, at least 3 or 4 years now, so. So yeah. Let's see what the cards say for you, for your ex. Crossing paths is, that's the universe telling you something. I do see a meeting for the two of you. I really feel like there's something coming in, and I get that energy of you guys are going to bump into each other either at a coffee shop or the grocery store, or I don't know if you go out with your friends to a club or whatever, or some kind of social gathering of some kind. Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. That's past life energy. So you did have a breakup. And I think that you missed the family as well. Yvonne, my girl! Welcome! Woo! I'm doing your reading today because I felt so bad that I didn't get to do your cards when you moderated for me last weekend. I'm really sorry. I forgot about you, my lovey. But, well, I didn't really forget about you. I just got sidetracked with, we did it for almost 4 some hours. So, sorry, my energy's going to go into this. Yeah, so I'm really glad you're here. So I will do your reading next. But right now we're working on M20, and she's asking about her ex from 7 years ago. Are they going to sort of have a reconciliation or a meeting of some kind? They've crossed paths several times last month. And I don't know if you had a conversation with this person. Ooh, one hit the floor. Hang on. Oh, yeah. See if I can get this. Just one sec. Where's my be right back one? There it is. I don't know why that says that's from my other channel, but I don't care. Just as long as you don't see my big derriere up in the air when I'm going into to get the card that's dropped on the floor. So we have the Ten of Pentacles in the past, Seven of Cups in the past energy. Whew. You guys had a lot of choices back then. I definitely wanted the same thing. Very, very family oriented. Everything was stable. Does that make sense? The Magician in reverse. Yeah. I feel like you lost a part of yourself with this person, M20. I feel like you lost a part of following your intuition. I feel like you gave in to the fears of situations. I just wonder if he will reach out to me, or is it all in my head? Okay. All right, we'll take it. Page of Swords. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Page of Cups. Page of Wands. Strength in reverse. I see Leo energy here. Six of Wands. These all fell down. Five of Wands, Knight of Cups, and then Knight of Pentacles here. All right, just give me a second, M20. Yeah, you walked away from something here currently. You walked away from something currently and didn't really have the strength to oh, what's going on here? Sorry. You didn't really have the strength to face the situation currently. I feel like there's a part of you that it's like, should I be free with my passion, or should I walk away from my passion? Does that make sense to you? Okay. I'm getting goosebumps. Just a second, guys. I want to read these from the book. Well, my book, my little notebook. So let's look at the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, shall we? That's our past energy. So unexpected financial windfall, definitely old money. This person came from a family that had a very financially secure situation here. He's somebody that would get a prenup if you were long-term engaged. He definitely has a way of holding himself in terms of financial situations. He's been trained, or this person's been, not sorry, he or she, sorry, has been trained to be financially secure, and it comes from generations. So it's just his generational money. The Seven of Cups is there. So obviously coming from generational money, he has lots of choices. And I feel like he had a lot of opportunities with a lot of different people. He had picking, choosing, dreaming, wishful thinking, imagination, meditation. This could be your energy too. The Magician here in the reverse. The Magician is an interesting card because it talks about manifestation. I always use it as my manifestation card. But in my book, it just has... Hang on. In my book, it talks about new beginnings. Everything is possible. Like the spring, everything grows. What you want never speaks of an end or of a routine. It's an earth awakening. That's what I've written for this card, and it's in the reverse. So that means that this particular relationship came to an end, which is obvious from what you said to me because he's an ex. But I'm just interested to say that it came in through the cards here. Now we're going to check out the current energy. We've got a page. We've got 2 8s, and we got a page. So, Strength card, Leo energy. I want to recognize that. Just bear with me, guys. I'm starting to channel because I'm getting this like vibration through my body here. This is why I'm going through the book. So, I feel like, again, somebody's walking away from something, letting go, traveling, reaching a limit. There's introspection happening, though, but definitely a withdrawal or a disappointment was there. Very lonely, seeking truth, emotionally strong, but like definitely has like the courage is there to walk away from something. I'm getting here, okay? And then our page talks about, like, the Messenger talks about chance, adventure, travel, growth, clarity, action. So these 2 cards are here reminding you that this relationship ended for a reason, but there is a message coming in. There's an offering coming in of action, of an actionable thing. And I want to just look at the Strength card, because I know it's like internal strength you're looking for here.
And normally the strength card calls about calling on your strength after the release of the number 10. So the number 10 is a completion number. It's really about putting things back together after broken things and being left behind, right? It's talking about rebirth requires enormous efforts. This is in the reverse. So this is going to be an effortless meaning. This is going to be something that, just like I said earlier, I got goosebumps, a nonchalant bumping into each other. Like the universe is going to like stash you two together, because I feel like this is, I'm getting emotional here. Just a second, guys. Six of Wands. I got a lot of goosebumps happening here, and I'm very confused by what. There's a bunch of things happening in my head. Just give me a second to. There's so much that wants to come out here. Six of Wands, ego, losing a disadvantage, being hunted, punished, stalked, mob mentality, feeling disgraced, fame hungry, pride before the fall. That's what the Six of Wands represents. So it's all about ego. This person is probably in their ego, or this might be your energy right now, M20. I'm not sure. And when I talk about ego, it's not a bad thing in particular. I know those things have like, whatever, but you're just feeling disadvantaged. Like the opportunity is not going to present itself. But the Five of Wands is here to tell you that there will be a conflict and resolution. So that means conversation will happen. And it's right below the Page of Wands. So it's going to be an actionable conversation that will happen. So let's go ahead and look at the Five of Wands. It's about conflict and struggles. Okay, communication. This is your future energy. So yes, there will be a conversation had here. The Five of Wands talks about compromising solutions. Struggle, fighting, struggle, temper, ego clashing, strong, rough, chaos, competition. I get the feeling right now, M20, that you two had a very passionate relationship, but you were very so similar in nature that you clashed heads quite a lot. Like both of, for example, I'm getting this image of two Tauruses together. And they're just bumping heads constantly. I don't know if that makes sense to you or if that resonates. But I'm seeing here what's in the chat. Yes, we both have big egos. I know. So it's like you're both Leos, or you're both Tauruses, or one's a Taurus and one's a Leo. Like, I don't know what your horoscope sign is, but I just feel Leo energy. In other words, love, loyalty, family, passion, right? Comes from old money. Very rituals, like not rituals like as in like magic, but like discipline, self-discipline, ritual behavior, consistency. Like this person was brought up to be a specific person, and I feel like with that comes ego, and I feel that for you too, M20. However, there is something there that you just keep, it's like you're both creating a wall that doesn't need to be there, if that makes any sense. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Oh God, this is crazy. I haven't had this much goosebumps in a long time, M20. Knight of Cups, like this is like, it hasn't stopped. This is like, if I could show you my, I don't know if you can see this, but the hairs on my arm, can you see that? They're like literally standing up. I'm gonna show you. Check this out. Can you see my hands, my hair standing up? I don't know if you can. Probably not. Anyway, I can see them. It's like electric static or whatever. So the Knight of Cups in the reverse talks about being romantic, infatuated, being obsessed with somebody, but it's not an obsession that is like a stalkery, like I'm, like take control of you. It's more like obsessed with thinking about you, wanting to have a conversation, wanting some kind of reconciliation, or if it's not a reconciliation, like some kind of a closure that the both of you need. Does that make sense? So again, talks about strong connection. Like I said, good on both your words, but if you feel like that there's empty promises, like I feel like you both kind of let each other down, or somebody felt like one person let the other person down. Like, is this a fantasy love, or is it real? Is it unstable because we're always like fighting? Is this like a roller coaster love? Like, that's what I feel like both of you, one of you, or you in particular, M20, because I'm feeding off your energy right now, felt this about this relationship, right? And that's probably why you're not going out of your way to be like, hey, like I saw you like 7 times last month, like why don't we have coffee or something? Like, I feel like there's something that you're waiting for from him or her to come to you about. Does that make sense? And I feel like that's your ego. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Exaggeration. Okay? So maybe this particular feeling you guys are having is an exaggerated emotional response. But you're both at a standstill. It's like, I'm not going to contact her. I'm not going to contact him. Or if you're whatever masculine energy, female energy, whatever you not gender specific, but yes, you're both in your heads about like, it was nice to see you. Like, I saw you. I know you saw me. So why don't you make a move? Like, does that make sense into any like? It's almost like you're like, I'm not going to be the one to like reach out, and then the other person's like, I'm not going to be like that person is reach out. Like, you both feel like you're, oh god, you're so stubborn in the sense of like you won't be the first person to reach out to each other. Does that make sense? Let me look at the chat here and see what's going on. M20. Oh, where are you? Yeah, when I share stuff about myself, you guys, pay attention because there's a message in there for you. Okay, no, I didn't have a conversation. I just wonder if he will reach out to me or if it's all in my head. Yeah, so you think, what if it's a fantasy love, or if this is fantasy, or if you're just exaggerating what you think his feelings are for you, right? I hope I can't stop thinking of him. He's in my dreams. Yeah, that's the universe telling you that there's a strong connection, okay? Can you see when he'll reach out? Yes, I'll look into that. Yes, we both have big giggles. Yeah, I read that earlier. Yes, it resonates. Good. Virgo and Capricorn. Oh, are you the Virgo? I feel like he's the Capricorn. Forgive me if I got it backwards. Something just said, nope, might be backwards. Might be the other way around. But I always go with what I say first, so I feel like you're the Virgo. You are? Okay. Okay. So let me just... I don't feel like there was any sense of... excuse me. Whew. I feel like there... So, was there any... So, let me ask you a question before I go any further. I have to clarify something in my head. Was there anything that you felt that you yourself or the other person themselves was dishonest about to the other person? Was there something that happened where one of you didn't actually be honest with the other person? Because that's big in this situation you're in with this person. It's, to me, it's like it's hovering over you, like a cloud, like you're walking around with like a rain cloud over your head about this person, like just wanting to make things right. I don't know why that's coming to me, but I just feel like that's like you're standing in the rain waiting for him to come and rescue you. Like, that's the impression I get. Yes, I am. No to what? Sorry. No to the dishonesty. Okay, good. Because I just, for some reason, that just kept popping into my head, like maybe he thinks that something happened that was dishonest, or somebody's going to be misleading. Like, when you guys have a conversation, he might be dishonest with you and say like, I'm great, I'm doing well, whatever, but deep down he misses you and cares about you and wants to connect. That's what I'm getting at. Because it's in the future, like it's in the line that talks about future energy, like universal energy, like basically the universe pushes shit together, makes it happen, stuff comes out, like honesty comes out, the expression, all the dirty laundry will be aired at the end of the day, like that that kind of thing. Like, I think you guys are going to have a really intimate conversation, but he is going to be, because he's got such ego, he's going to tell you everything is fine, that he doesn't miss you and blah 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 blah. But deep down, I think he really does, and I think you have to be the one that pulls it out of him, because Virgo, you are a very patient person when it comes to waiting for, how do I put this? You can see through shit. Like, you can see through, you can read through between the lines, and you can see through, you can feel this person's energy and understand that when he is telling you, I don't, whatever, like, It's like, you know, I'm good. Like Capricorns, once they're injured or hurt in some way, like they're just very like they move on quickly, right? I don't think they look back, but that's just their persona. That's what their their mind does. But their heart, that's a completely different conversation. They live their life with their mind. They it's mind over heart for them until somebody breaks through. And then once they break through, then you have all of their heart. They're all of their loyalty, all of their everything. So I feel like this is a mental wall he's placed around himself. So I feel like that might be the dishonesty that the universe is talking about. Like he may appear one way, but deep down he feels the way that you feel, if that makes any sense. I think that's what I have to say. I'm not getting anything else after that. I was not mature, childish. I was jealous about all his friends, and I walked away. Hi, Rona! Hi, darling! Yeah, you did walk away. That's the current energy I'm getting. And you know what? I feel like you two will have a conversation. But, you know, if now that you're more mature and, you know, like we go through these things for a reason, we find the answers through our actions and we learn from that. So I feel like the time that's passed between the two of you, you both have grown as people. And because you bumped into each other so many times last month, that's an indication that the universe is pushing the two of you back together in some capacity, whether that's for opening a door or closing a door. I'm uncertain about what that exactly is, but that's the energy I'm getting for you, my darling, okay? I hope that helps. I'm just going to quickly pull... Where the hell did these go? Oh, gosh, you guys, I'm still a mess. I haven't been sleeping well. So I'm just a little scatterbrained. I'm terribly sorry. Let me get what the heck's going on over here. Okay. I don't even know where the rest of these cards are. Like, did I just, like, what, they disappear on me or what the hell? Honestly, I don't know where did I put them? There they are. All right. Hi, Rona, darling. I'm so sorry yesterday. I wasn't on. I told everybody in the group that, you know, I just been going through this, like, serious either download of information from the universe or, like, a purging of data because I was just, like all week. On the 30th, I mentioned earlier, now that we have more people in the chat, I'm going to ask this question again. So, on the 30th, this is the day before Halloween, I was supposed to stream my other channel, and it was going to be awesome. I was still looking forward to it. But the minute I woke up on that day, and I had guests with me, and my son felt the exact same thing, so it was very strange. There was a solar flare that took place on the 30th for the entire world, wherever it was, like facing the sun. And I think it was some sort of burst of, like, gamma rays or some sort of, like, radiation of some kind. And our electrical magnetics, like, we're people that we're all basically electricity and water. Like, we're conductors. That's why everybody can channel and feel people's energy if you really, really concentrate and meditate about it, because that's what we are. We're like little walking batteries all around the world, right? We're connected to the Earth's frequency. We're connected to the moon's frequency. We're connected to the water's frequency. We're connected to the material world and the forests and the trees and the grass. Like, we are all one, okay? And when a solar flare happens, it's like, poof, and all of a sudden, like, personally, this is how I felt. I felt like I was walking in a dream that day. I felt like I never woke up from sleep. I felt it was very surreal. Time meant nothing. My friend was like, "Oh my God, I thought it was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon." And I'm like, "What?" And I looked at the clock and it was like 10 a.m. And I'm like, I thought it was like 8. Like, all of us, our time differential was off, like completely off. Like, we had no sense of time. We felt like it was a really weird, heavy energy, like a, how do I put this? Like it was sleepwalking. That's how it felt, like we were all sleepwalking through the day. So earlier that night, I thought, oh my gosh, do I really want to stream tonight in this sense? Because I just couldn't. I was invited to a Halloween party as well. And I just I just couldn't get out of bed. We were so, all, they slept and I slept. Like, all of us just slept from like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon till like whenever. I didn't sleep a lot, but I was resting, you know. And I just had no drive, no energy, no nothing. It was like I was zapped of everything, you know. I just was like drained completely. So I do apologize for not streaming. I told everybody I was going to do it, so I'm really sorry about that, letting you guys down. But if you felt the same, please put a 1 in the chat. I want to see who is. Oh, thank you. I want to put a 1 in the chat if you felt that energy on the 30th. Now that's the day before Halloween, okay? It's the day where the veil is the thinnest on the planet. It's when, if you were to channel, we'll say, it would be the strongest day of the year. There's a lot of mythology surrounding that. I don't know why it's that day, but it is. And so, I don't like to get into the esoteric stuff, but you know, it's interesting. And so and all of us were like freaking out. So I said, I'm going to look in to see what's going on. Cause I'm this kind of a person where I like to sleuth, you know, like was CERN turned on? Like, you know, cause my conspiracy hat just kind of flips over and it's like, okay, let's check the solar flares. And boom, there it was. It was like the biggest solar flare we've had in a really long time. Not enough to like wipe out magnetics or like, you know, cell towers or anything like that, but just enough to like I get the sensation of like, have you guys ever heard or seen it in a movie where there's like a sound boom, and in the movies and it's like a whoosh, like, you know, that energy that just, you can see that wind go like this. That's how I feel like it hit the planet. Do you know what I'm saying? It was just a really weird, completely weird day. Okay, Great Quartz is saying Robin Head. I know. Right now I was like Robin Head. Oh my god. Oh, I laughed so hard about that. Thank you, Yvonne. Wow, so you felt it too? That's crazy. Okay. And ever since that day, I've had a very, like, okay, so I have fibromyalgia. I'm not gonna, it's no big deal. But it's been the biggest flare up I've had in the last 2 or 3 years. Like, huge headaches every day. My body aches. My arthritis was bad. You know, I'd get like leg cramps and whatever. And I was not sleeping properly. My sense of time was just a mess through the whole week. And going to work was like dragging. Like my lethargy was through the roof. Like it was crazy energy. And I just was just like wiped out. Now, yes, I'm suffering. Well, I had a cold. I don't have it now, but I felt like, is that part of that? Like my science mind kicked in. I was like, okay, well, it's probably just me getting over the cold. This is the part where you're really tired and your body's fighting the last bits and pieces of it out of your system. And that does happen with a particular cold that's going around. So, which lasts about a month. But, oh man, but then last night I was like, Friday night, I had so much energy. It was crazy. I was just like, I had so much energy, but I just, for some reason, I didn't want to do my show. I didn't want to be the one, I didn't want to create anything that day. I just wanted to observe and I wanted to be a part of other things, if that makes sense. B2 says, thank you so much, ma'am. It's totally resonate with me right now. I always feel my relationship with Deb is past life connection. Please tell me something about it, please. Yes, okay. Oh my god, I know, Yvonne. I've been so exhausted. I was so exhausted. It was like I haven't been checking my messages. I didn't email anybody. I wasn't, you know, on the phone. I was just like, I was dragging myself to get out of bed to do things. Like, it was just, I got up, I just wanted to lay back down. It was awful. So tired. This feeling of like, I didn't sleep at all, you know? Great Quartz, could you see what I looked like? Oh, we already got through that. No, Alok, the list is not closed. Nope, I'm going to put you on the list. But we did M20 and we did B2. And I'll circle back with you guys as well if we can get a couple of more things in. Rona says, oh my gosh, wow. I know. Yvonne says, yes, she's been there. That's awesome. B2, if I have time before the end of this, I will go back to you. I want to get Rona in and I want to get Yvonne in, and there's a couple of other people on the chat as well. So just be patient, my darling, and I'll circle back to you about that, okay? Rona, there was a strong storm during that time in my home country. Power was out for 2 days. Yes. A lot of people had some issues going around. Yep, because there was a solar flare and storms and things like that. It does cause that. P. Anitha, ma'am, please tell me for me which field is better, software or government. How soon can I get a job? I think we addressed that in the reading, but I can circle back to you about that. Rona, can I be on the list too? Abso-friggin-lutely, like you're next. Hello. After Yvonne, because I promised Yvonne. I didn't even do Yvonne last week, you guys. She moderated for me, and I didn't even get to the poor girl. So I was saying to myself, if she comes on here, I'm going to do her right away. But I just wanted to keep on the list that I was on. So, can I be on the list? Yes, my darling. Yes, Rona. Oh, M20, thank you for your time, and thank you for stopping by for my channel and help supporting me. And when you're leaving, don't forget the like button, guys, just like a doorbell, right? Just like when you come in, hit the like. When you leave, hit the like. If you haven't hit the like, hit the like. Don't hit the like again because you'll unlike it. But yeah, and if you haven't subbed, because then you'll get notified. And hit the notification bell too, because God knows sometimes I get delayed and my life's so crazy hectic, and this past week has been crazy tired. So, you know, sometimes it's not exactly, but it's usually between 10 and 12. I go live on Saturdays. I might switch it to Sunday. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Is Sunday better for you or Saturday better for you? Tell me in the chat. If you want Saturday, put a 1. If you want Sunday, put a 2. Okay, man. B2 says. Rona says Marishka. Oh, la, la, la. Yes, that is my name. That is my name. What else we got down here? Will I go home to Gibraltar? Ooh, that's a good question. Okay, Yvonne, let's get to it. And then I'm gonna do Rona's. Yvonne. I always say Yvonne. I don't know if I'm saying it right, honey. All right. Will you go to Gibraltar? I just want to pull from these real quick for you. What time frame are you looking at, Yvonne? Hates injustice. Aw, thank you, B2. I try to be positive. You know, it's like you can't go through. Listen, I used to be around friends that were like you don't want to be around people like that. Even when you feel terrible. Well, me anyway. I'm just a bubbly person to begin with, so it doesn't take much energy to be happy. But you know, I wear my stress on my face, so obviously, you know, if I'm tired, I look tired. Like I can't hide that, but at least I can stay positive, because when you're in positive energy, it creates more positive energy, right? So love and light, guys. Just surround yourself with love. If you give in to the negative stuff, man, sometimes you can go down a rabbit hole and like stay there for a little while. That's generally when you go into hermit mode, but anyway. Okay, so I want to quickly see what's going on here for Yvonne. Guys, I can't believe it's almost 1 o'clock. I woke up this morning and I was like, Jesus, it's 10 o'clock. Like, what am I going to do? And then I realized the time went back. So we gained an hour, you guys. So now I'm going like 3 hours or something. Well, I didn't really, like, not really, 2.5, because my thing was on for a bit in the beginning. Just letting people, you know, get on chat. Okay, it says you will go within the next few months, Yvonne. Within the next few months. So that is a yes. Opportunities coming about it. An opportunity is coming towards you about it. That's a pretty card, eh? Such a pretty card. So, I don't know if you can see that. So yes, you're going to Gibraltar. There's an opportunity that will come in, and it's going to be within the next few months. So I feel like an early spring. I feel like an early spring travel. Does that make sense? If not for Christmas, January 1st or after. So I feel like it's spring. Like I'm hearing like March, April, but I'm not sure. Next year or after? Next year or after? Well, within the next few months we'll get the opportunity. So I feel like it's going to be next year. So I feel like again, early spring, like March, April is what I'm feeling for you, Yvonne. Yeah. I want to say February, but I can't see it. I feel like it's even April, May I'm getting as well. So it's definitely next year. But within the next 2 to 3 months, you'll get the information, the opportunity will arise to like create setting down the plans. Does that make sense? Like a message will come in about it that will be like, okay, here's an opportunity. I feel like you should take it. Like a really cheap airline flight, or a relative helps to, pay for half of, like, something's coming in for you that way. I know. So happy for you too. Gibraltar. Oh, I would love to go to Gibraltar. It just sounds so like, listen, I have a strong connection to like Israel and Egypt and like all of that Middle Eastern section. Like I would love to go to Iraq and all those biblical places. Like I've always been, and actually I did a past life and I was some kind of like spiritual, I don't know, they said, I don't know if it's true because I don't know if I believe the person that was doing it for me at the time, but they said that I was, I know it sounds so stupid, but that I was in the group that Mary Magdalene had created when Jesus walked, like, because she was, I truly believe she was a disciple of Christ. I feel like she was part of, but history wrote her out for various reasons, obviously because she was a woman and because it didn't fit the narrative for the Roman Catholic Church. So, but there were many Marys in the book. So anyway, this person told me that I was one of the disciples that followed Mary Magdalene's teachings, because she was one of the only ones from the disciples that understood Jesus's teachings on a level that was, she understood the parables, she understood the double talk, like, do you know what I mean? She, I guess, understood. And so, and I believe I think she's buried in France, they say, but I don't know. There's the whole Da Vinci Code thing too, but that was one of my past lives apparently. Like I really resonated with me because like I do feel very closely connected to those areas. But where exactly is Gibraltar at? Is that in Greece? Gibraltar. I always think like the cliffs of what is it? Pillars of Hercules, Pillars of Gibraltar. Gibraltar. Where is Gibraltar? Do you have any more questions for me, Yvonne? I'm just writing these names down here that I'm seeing so I don't miss anybody. Oh, there's a look. I forgot about him. Gupta. Yeah, I'm just fascinated with it. Like, I'm definitely going to Israel before I die. That's on my bucket list. I want to walk the path that Jesus walked when they put him on the cross. I want to go to all the places that the disciples went to. Like, it's just something I have to do. I want to explore Egypt. I've been to Maya areas. Like I've been to Belize, and I went to this area where they had like the jaguar temples and stuff like that for the Mayans and the pre-Sumerian areas, and like it was intense. The energy there was like, whew, and that temple felt very dark to me. I don't know, like, probably from all the sacrifices and stuff they did back then, but anyway, it was a cool thing to go see. But I'm very drawn to that side of the world. And I also want to go to like I want to go, oh my god, you guys, I'm obsessed with Antarctica. Like obsessed.
like wearing your specs and you look for them. Yeah, thank you. I'm feeling better now. I mean, there's certain things about me that, you know, I'm still struggling with, but for the most part, I'm in a better mood, yeah. Okay, so just checking out to see if I missed anything here. Oh, we got Trash Bag as well. What a name. Trash Bag Fashion Lover. Hey, I'm down for it. You know what? I shop all, like, I'm a thrift shopper. I love thrift store shopping. I don't ever go to like I very rarely buy, like, I may go to Winners sometimes or whatever, but I rarely buy my clothes like brand new. I like to like recycle just because it's good on the environment and it's cheaper. Bella! Hi, Bella! I didn't even see you there. Thank you, my darling, for coming in. Great Quartz, maybe you should take a trip as well out there and just like maybe the Grand Canyon, Nevada, like I would say Las Vegas, but like maybe like the Grand Canyons and stuff, or somewhere in the Middle East. Interestingly enough, would be cool. Okay, so I got all that. Where I go? Nope. Where I go? I'm gonna put you on the list. And so yeah, guys, I do have my link tree in the chat, so you can sub to some of my other channels if you like. My other YouTube channels in there as well. I'm working on the name, that's just temporary. Huh. Just make sure I don't miss anything, Rona. On the border, oh, Gibraltar, Spain, of course it is. The Spain across the water from Africa, yes. Yes, Spain. That's a beautiful country. My son went in there. He turned actually 16 in Spain. Okay, so Rona, I'm gonna pull you next, because you're a big supporter of the channel, and we love you, and we love your energy. Do you want like oracle cards today, Rona? Just to see what, you know, things in your what's in your path. Oh, you guys have just joined. I don't know if you got the number of the day was the number 66, which is 12, which is the number 3. And I'm just going to read it again. It says, your angels are asking you to be open and willing to receive assistance from them no matter how it manifests. So if it's a negative thing that happens, let it happen. It's meant to be. The positive will come out of it. It says, deliver your fears and anxieties over to your angels. So let go of it. Let Jesus take the wheel. Let the universe guide you. And it says, express gratitude for all of the abundance that you have. Like, think of the positive, right? And the infinite universe has bestowed upon you. Now, look, it's easy for me to say that. Sometimes I don't have the energy to be that as well. Like, I'm not like this all of the time. I do take time to, like, recharge my batteries. And in those moments, I'm like, oh, this is really rough, right? This energy is, like, just, you know. And then you kind of, it's so easy to get into that, like, negative, low vibration. And so generally you have to like get out of it. And so what do? You know, you do things that bring you out of it. Listen to music, you know, do certain things, do a little dance around. That changes your attitude, is I guess what I'm trying to say. I know, guys, I'm mumbling a lot today. I do apologize. I'm still really tired, but you done, Yvonne? Okay, so we'll do Rona. Okay. Yvonne, though, I want to pull can I pull a past life card for you? I'm just curious. Oh, and also, Yvonne, I just want to pull one of these cards for you as well.
These are like just like little one-worded cards to say like what is going on internally with you and what you like, a little message. And I'm gonna pull one of these for Rona as well. Maybe just for like all of the chat. Like a general one, but I don't know. No. I'm hearing no. Just pull one for you. So Yvonne, this is for you. And then we'll close this off with this one for you. Okay. What is the message for Yvonne? Thank you. Rejection. Are you feeling rejected by something right now, my darling? So then how do we deal with rejection? I feel like we have to like, oh, I've been through this, it's tough. You really have to get grounded again and find something close to you that recharges your battery, I guess what I'm trying to say, gives you that like little bolt of electricity that goes through your system that says, okay, I'm gonna change my vibration. I'm gonna change the way that I'm thinking about things right now. Like go for a nice walk, or it's a beautiful day today here in Halifax, so I might go for a walk myself. But yeah, rejection's tough. I'm not sure if that resonates with you at all, Yvonne, but there's something about rejection. Anyway. Okay, Rona, I wanted to ask, my intuition is telling me to declutter and donate as much as possible. I feel like he is coming for me next year. Yes, I told you. I feel like this is the thing as well. So, I think you should follow your intuition. Always follow your intuition. I'm going to pull some romantic cards for you today. These are my romance cards. See what pops up for you, Rona. Oh, that's a lot. Should I take it? I'm going to take it. Getting to know each other. Keep an open mind and honeymoon. Interesting. Oh, okay, Elon, that makes sense then. Thank you for clearing that up. Yeah, it's feeling like you're not going to do well on it. Yeah, that feeling of rejection comes from inside you. I get that. I tried out for 2 interviews at work, and I was so disappointed when I didn't get them. Like, I know I'll get the 3rd one, but it's like just that feeling of like failing or not being able to do well on something that you put your heart and soul into is like really rough, especially when you're taking courses in university and stuff. But I think that's partly like a defense mechanism we put up inside ourselves to, I guess, make the blow less harder when we do fail or something. It's like, oh, I'm gonna fail this test, so I don't care about it. And then when you do pass it, it's like, woohoo! There's no disappointment, if that makes sense. But I feel like when we're doing that, we're also putting that energy out into the universe and that intention's out there that you will fail, and so therefore we don't want to do that. So we want to flip the switch on that. We want to be like, yes, I'm going to do well. I'm going to ace this. I own this. This is my jam. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do well. I want this. And just do that to the universe. The universe will send that, flame your way. So Rona, my lovey, back to you. Okay, so it says, keep an open mind. It says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So your expectations of him may change. So then you'll get to know each other all over again. It says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, the bond happens. It deepens. Look how beautiful these cards are. I hope there's nobody else involved with him. Okay, Rona, then we got the honeymoon card. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Holiday! And I said Christmas before. I'm getting chills, guys. I feel like that's a little kind of hint. That's an Easter egg. Oh, I just really want Christmas. Okay. What else, Rona? I want to. Intuition's telling me. Yes, I think that, you know, it doesn't hurt to declutter. I feel like when I have I have a lot of stuff I need to declutter as well. Like, it's just so much crazy stuff everywhere that I had collected when my father passed away. So, and I only have a really small apartment, and I just have to like personally start to let go of things. Wow. What else? What else can I do for you, Rona? Oh. Okay, I'm gonna pull one of these cards. These are my like direct statement cards, like, and I want to see what the universe has to say for you. Again, a year from now. That's the second time this card came up in the deck. So a year from now, maybe that's when, yeah, the June wedding might get postponed for a bit. I don't know. Let's see what else comes out. Jeez Louise. Recovery, abundance, yes. Reconsider. Ask for help from others. Forgiveness. Peaceful resolution. Listen to your intuition. Ha! Listen to your intuition. So yes, do it. Trust. The last one is if you believe. So believe in it, and it will manifest. Oh my gosh, these cards are so pretty, you guys. Like, look at this one. When you trust in the universe, it's got your back. You see that? Trust in God, higher power, universal energy, whatever is your source that we are all connected to for you is what you need to trust in. Christ consciousness. Listen to your intuition. See that beautiful psychic connection to your internal soul and the universal energy, the Akashic record, and peaceful resolution. Look how pretty that is. It's just light. All kinds of light. So ask for help from others when you're doing your decluttering. And it does say reconsider. So whatever that's in your mind about something you want to let go of, reconsider it. And I know you're still going through recovery, so that makes sense. But you are going to have an abundance coming towards you. Look at how beautiful that is. Do you guys like my little maple leaves on my fingers? Canadian maple leaves. Anyways, and the answer is yes. So whatever deep down question you had about following your intuition, yes, the answer is yes, my darling. Follow your intuition and, you know, start doing the things you need to do to make a path. Because as you do that, you're creating an opening, an opportunity. You know what I mean? So I love that for you. I love this for you. Rona, I want to do a past card. We're all in the past cards today. So I want to, can I pull a card from, I'm just curious what comes out. Not all the time makes sense, and then I'm like, nope, that's not for you, it's for something else. But let's just see, okay? And just like, it's just fun. Because I'm really curious about I want to see what's blocking, what's in this life, what is causing, I guess, what's in your way that you have to maybe deal with from a past life to evolve. Let's see. My dear Rona, please, our ancestors, let us know where she has come from in a past life or experiences that she needs to work through in this one to make the path a little less harder. Thank you. Ooh, you also were a high priest or priestess. See? You definitely have the intuition, girl. I told you last weekend. Bino had that too. So weird. And I shuffled these up so, like, so much. It still came out. Celtic Cross. Does that resonate with you? Scotland. Oop, they all fell on the floor. Just a second. Okay. When they fall on the floor, it's like these are really important ones. That's what I feel like anyway. Okay, so are you kidding me? This came up for Binu as well. So we have Atlantis. So again, you are connected to the myth of Atlantis. So you could have been an Atlantean, which is most likely why your intuition and your psychic energy is very strong. In a past life, you definitely were in the Celtic area of like somebody came for you for help and support and advice. And then you were a high priestess as well with that energy in Atlantis. So you were somebody who people depended on for guidance. And also I feel like there might have been like natural herbology, like working with herbs and things as well. And get this, in another life you were a monk or a nun, which is why you're very spiritual and you're very connected. Rona, I feel like you and I have a lot of the same. I think that's why our energy is like so good with each other, because like I feel you, like we're spiritually connected. I'm telling you. So, and I also feel like I did cards for myself once, and the High Priestess and the Atlantis card came up for me as well, and the Monk or Nun card came up for me as well. So that's really cool. But the Atlantis thing, like that's like crazy. Like I think the people that lived in that decade. Or not decade, that time frame, which I believe, again, was a global civilization pre-Sumer, like hundreds of years before the pyramids were built. I actually think that they built the pyramids. That's just me. But anyway. That's why you feel like a nut. Oh, yeah. So, girl, you need to get more, like, free with, you know, yourself, your body. Get connected to yourself. Do things for yourself, like socially. Try to get past the expectations of others. Yeah, definitely. But you always follow your intuition, okay, for sure. The Celtic thing, though, that's crazy. I also think like you might have been a high priestess or some sort of like person in like a Celtic, you know, like Stonehenge era. That makes sense? So you were a high priestess twice, once in Atlantis, once in the Celtic Stone Age area, and you were a monk or a nun, and I feel like that was in the early 1900s, the monk or the nun. I don't know why that came out, but that just did. So that's cool. And then we're going to close it up for you as well with an oracle card. Because, again, we're not doing, like, the whole tarot thing today. I thought we'd just switch it up a little bit if everybody's cool with that. I mean, I can pull cards as well if you want to. Did we pull any of these cards for you? I don't think we did these ones yet. Hang on. There it is. Perfection. Are you a perfectionist? Are you a perfectionist like me? Girl, we have to let go of that. Sometimes it's okay to be messy. Sometimes it's okay to like give something instead of giving nothing if you don't have everything to give. Because I know that I think I have ADHD. Like, no joke. When I start, like today, like usually Sundays or Saturdays in the afternoons are my cleanup days. And like, yesterday I did the porch as I was doing the dishes, as I was doing laundry, as I was cleaning my bedroom at the same time. I cannot do one thing, like, unless I'm at work and I'm hyper-focused, that's different. I have a different cap on. But when I'm at home and I'm, like, cleaning up stuff, like, I just can't do one task. Sometimes I'll do the little things one at a time until everything's cleaned up. But when I get in that mindset, it's like I'm doing things, the music's on, I'm like, like this, right? So I feel like that's the vibration you're getting too. when you're in that perfection mode, it's like, oh, if I don't do this the right way, then why should I bother at all? Like, it has to be all my energy or nothing. And I understand that. So it says, okay, let me just check in. Oh, you feel connection with me too. Thank you. Sometimes when someone dies, they make their presence known. Abso-freaking-lutely. I had a visitation before my father passed away. The face was blurry. I didn't know who. I felt like I thought I knew who it was, but I now think it was an ancestor of mine. And then also, at first I thought it was my dad himself, like projecting, but I don't know. And I woke up to look to see where, like, it was so lucid, it was so real. Anyway, I looked it up, and everything that happened to me, it did say it was a visitation, so I thought that was really interesting. But we do sometimes see them in certain situations. Like, I'll find dimes everywhere. And do you guys know this story, Dimes from Heaven? Well, anyway, when I see a dime, I pick it up, and then it's like my dad's around or something. That's how I feel. Dragonflies from my mom. I and my dad both, but mostly my mom. And she also flickers the lights. Like, if the lights flicker around me, I feel like she's around. Or if the light bulbs are going out. I gotta change them. One or the other. Hey, are you doing donations? Are you doing donation questions? What's that mean, Kay? Okay, you're on the list. Forgot about you. Rona, honey, is that helpful? I love your presence. Whenever I see you come in here, you and Alyssa and the whole gang, like my original Foxfire fam, it makes me so happy. I am very meticulous. Oh my God, I am like that at work as well. I find the most time efficient, most accurate way of doing something, and then I do it, unless it's something that's already pre-molded and they want it done in a specific way. Like, you know what I mean? That's different. But when I'm creating my own thing, it's like, oh, I just hyper-focus. Yeah. It's okay. When I make bridal gowns, that's right. You used to make bridal gowns before. I think, like, that would be so nice if you could get back into that trade somehow. I really feel like that's something that you should, I mean, unless it, like, you're over the whole, I don't know, maybe it's a lot to sew, I know, but I don't know. I think maybe that's something you should do on the side. Oh my God, Kay, you don't have to listen, there is a donation link up there to my PayPal. If you just click it, it's up in the chat. But, and I can post it again, but you don't have to donate for a question. This is just, you guys ask and I answer, not, like, I don't expect money at all from anybody. But you know what? If you feel like you want to give for whatever reason, I welcome it with open arms, because it does go directly back into my channel. I don't use it for anything else. Software upgrades, better lights, better, like maybe new cards if somebody wants something new done for this, you know, the reading. My what's it called? It's a software that allows you to, like, have people join panels like StreamYard and all these types of things, and Zoom and whatever. So it all goes to that. But yeah, so there's the link. Again, I don't expect any donations from anybody, but when they come in, it always does help, and it's lovely to receive, because it just melts my heart. But again, you don't have to do that. So, Kay, what's your question, my honey? Oh wait, Rona says, I pray so too. My dream to have. Yeah, I know, honey. I feel like that when I get married, he will help me. I do too. I really do. I do. Yeah, there are a lot of channels out there that ask you for money to donate, like, or ask you for money for micro readings. Like, you'll never see this channel do that. I will never do that. My gift is to be shared. It fulfills my soul to help others find a path, or to give them a connection or something of a clarification for them from the divine, to help them on their path, to help you on your path. I will never, like, you know, I do personal readings on the side, like physically, like by video chat. If somebody wants like a big, long, extended, you know, like 2-hour reading, like, yes, I will ask for money for those, but that's a separate business. This YouTube channel is just me being me and doing what I like to do to help others, because that's my, you know, my light work, right? So yeah, you'll never see that here. Even if a channel gets big, like, you know, I might have a member account, but it won't be very expensive. But other than that, yeah, no, I don't think I'll ever you know how sometimes you go in and you watch the readings and it says for the extended, you know, click the link below and you have to pay like $19.99 or something for the rest of your reading. Like, you will never see that here. You'll never see it here. Rona, my lovely, I am so excited for you. You know what? I want to pull one of these oracle cards because I always close it off with an oracle card for you. Or did I already? I don't even remember what the heck I did. All I know is I need more coffee. I was going to call my other channel Fueled by Coffee. That's all I drink. I got to cut down. I have decaf. I guess it's caffeine. Caffeinated. I don't know. Caffeine. Caffeine cafe. Oh, I love that. Caffeine cafe. I gotta write it down just for an idea. Huh. Well, it's a cafe. It's kind of like redundant, but anyway. It says, wait. It's not time yet. Things are being woven. Okay. So remember, Rona, when I told you last weekend that there's something going, maybe that was Alyssa. But anyway, I told somebody that there was things going on in the background. There is definitely a divine plan here at work. That's such a pretty card. Oh my God. It's like you can touch the other side, another dimension. You're like right in the middle of the Milky Way. That's the 7-star system too, just for information. Oh my God, the second one says 7-star, 7 sisters, 7-star sisters. The 7 stars. I can't make this up. Birthing creations, creation. Your creativity is your sewing. Tapestry is your of life and expression. I feel like you're most happy when you're making when you're in dressmaking. I think it brings you great joy for others, and I really, really do hope that comes in for you, Rona. I'm so excited for you. I can't wait. I can't wait to know what happens. But yes, the bottom of the deck says baby steps, so it will happen. It's just divine timing, lovely. It's just divine timing. All right. I hope that helps a little, Rona, and everything. You're so, so welcome. You're so welcome. Okay, so we are going to do, is Alyssa still here? Because my Lord, I skipped over her 100 times, I feel like. But I am going to take a 5-minute breaky poo and we'll go till 2 o'clock. Is that cool? Just so I can get everybody in. Wow, so beautiful. Oh, so lovely. Oh, Rona, look, you are, listen, when you show up, I just like, I love it. I love seeing you guys. I love seeing the people. Okay, what the heck? Let me see what's going on here, honey. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so, so much. That's so generous. You didn't have to do that, honestly. You didn't have to do that, but that definitely does help, and it goes into my, I don't touch it. I don't touch anything in my PayPal until I go to upload, like, software that needs to, like, you have to pay for, then that's when I'll use that money, right? So, yeah, so it's really helpful. Thank you so much. Oh, you're so kind. Where's my thank you card here? Boop. That's how I feel. So humble. Okay. So we're going to do a little 5-minute, oh, Rona, my lovely, oh, I thank you. I thank all of you for coming here. I love all of you. My whole fam, I just love it. My Fox fam is everything to me. You make the channel. Honestly, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to anybody. I just would be reading cards with no one here. So, yes, I always hope you come back every weekend to check in. I love it. But yeah, so just listen, I'm going to put the intermission on. I'm going to brew another cup of coffee, have a quick little breaky poo, maybe 5-10 minutes tops, 6-7 minutes, we'll say, and play the little intermission. And I added a song to it this time, so it might be a little bit more interesting just to hang around with. And then in the meantime, think about if you want Sunday or Saturday, like which day would be better for you between the hours of 10 and 1. And then like, if the majority of you guys would prefer Sundays, then I'll do them on Sundays. Like, do you know what I mean? So Saturday 1, Sunday 2. Yvonne, you are the best. Are you going to stick around to the end because it's only going to be a little bit longer, or are you going to go? B2, I always feel my relationship with Dev is past life. I'm telling you it is. It is. If you feel it, it is. Like, you have to always listen to your heart. That Roxanne song always hit me because I was just like, oh, it's so true. Your intuition tells you, your soul talks to you, you guys. Like, if you listen and you hear it, it's amazing once you fulfill what it asks for and you feel like so close to source energy, so close to, oh, sorry, I got a glare from that ring thing. So close to what your purpose is and what it is that you need to do to make yourself, like, to put the light in yourself, let your light shine. Do you know what I mean? And don't ever let anybody dim your light. You guys, whatever situation you're in, if you are in a situation or that person, and even if it is a past life experience, it doesn't mean we have to be with them in this life. Do you get me? Last life could have been like, yeah, okay, I dealt with you last life. I'm doing it my way this time. Like, I'll catch up with you next life. Like, does that make sense? So I'm just saying, it's not like a, like I have to be with him or her if you are connected that way. It just means that there's a reason that you're connected. And once you figure that out, maybe that's all that you take from that in this life. And maybe you move on from that. Or maybe you are meant to be together in this life. Like, I don't know. It's just how you perceive things. Follow your intuition. That's what I'm saying. All right, guys. So I'm going to go on my quick little intermission. You guys put your 1s and 2s in there. And I will be back in a jiff.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient and soon. It can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please, you're all too loud. You don't speak quietly, opinions violently thrown across every surface. It makes me nervous, it's the world honestly burning. That's all I'm learning, hope that we can make a turn and start reversing all our minds and put the work in. We got some work, man. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Gotta get through this, life is a nuisance, tied up some loose ends. I try to be human, find a solution, my evolution. A place like this, it didn't exist, we made it like this. So you can go pick the bad or the good, got a glass halfway. I know, it's easier to hide than just to lay low. Not everyone in life has got a halo. I'm standing in the red inside a payphone, just wanna break, no. I'm not gonna give in, take a last shot, Michael J. Win. No, I'm not a robot, I'm in my own skin. Never get lost when thoughts pull you in. I miss the old you, we died with a purpose. All the energy around me felt nervous, scared I would pop out fast to the surface. Had to cut it off before you made me worthless. Torn apart, I've been torn and scarred. I had to give an art, but now I'm thinking smart. I'm keeping up my guard, I'm hiding every card. A royal flush of love, you never know what's hard. With a back to the mat, gonna see where I'm at. I'ma fight like I'm mad, I'ma be something that they can never be me. Nice try, but they'll see I achieve everything while they stay salty. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through.
I'm sorry, you guys. I do this at least once every broadcast. I'm so sorry. What the heck was I even saying? Okay, I'm doing K. All right. And thank you very much for your donation. It was so humble of you to do that. Thank you very much. And she wants to know how her person feels towards her. So we're going to do a tarot spread for her. Okay. Oh, wait, I gotta cut the deck. Still no sound? You're back now. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. When I do the mic thing to do the intermission, I forget to take it off because it's all connected. I don't know. I'm sorry. Like last live, I was like explaining my roller and I was so frustrated with myself when that happens. And this is right in my eyes. I feel like it's still. This thing I think is way too bright for me. There we go. That's a little better. Well, I still see the ring. Don't know about that. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. Is it? There. It's not so bad, I guess. There we go. Okay. So Kay, this is for Kay. I'm just going to focus on her energy here for a second. Hi, PC Tech. Hello, my darling. All right, here we go, Kay. How does your person really feel about you? What's going on with your person? Five of Cups in the reverse, Nine of Wands in the reverse. So this person's going through a state of healing. Okay, you are also a high priestess. Energy coming in for you with intuition. You feel that connection to your King of Wands. Let me just see what's going on here. I'm getting chills. Something's on the horizon. I feel a very strong, passionate love towards you. But this person's working through a lot of trials and tribulations. Money, focus, emotions, creativity, passion, all that. This person is coming out of a situation where your person went through a lot of stuff. I also see Leo energy. So stubbornness, ego, but it's in the reverse. Interesting. King of Wands, Knight of Wands in the reverse on top of each other. How interesting. There's a lot of fire energy on the floor here. Lots of fire. Lots of fire. We're looking at... What is it? Where's my little roller? Hang on. We also have... Yeah, Leo, Aries... Sagittarius. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I'm just going to put on my communication. I feel my throat's getting a little... Okay. This is my blend, my essential oil blend. It just helps with communication. Okay, so my focus on this is definitely feeling like a lot of energy, passion, love towards you. So this person definitely has a lot of love for you. And this person definitely feels a strong connection to you. However, they're not in their authentic self right now, and I'm going to elaborate on that in a second. Hang on. They're coming out of a deep healing. So there might be some situations where there's a wall up. PC Tech, I'm putting you on the list, my friend. Yeah, we got the Fool card in the reverse. I feel some good energy coming in here. Just a second. Getting goosebumps again. Goosebumps again. Last card, please. Thank you. Oh, goodness. Ooh. Okay. All right. I'll take it. Ooh. Oh. Wow. See? Put that roller on, boy. I tell you, all that congestion's coming up. Okay, I'm getting a lot of intense feelings right now, so just bear with me, all right? I'm trying to focus in, of course, on what they're saying. First of all, let's look at our knights. Knights are and our kings. Knights are highly charged energy. They're the people that come up with ideas. They're creative. They're people who make things happen, but not right away. Like the kings are the ones that are in a stable situation. The knights are the they come to, like, they're high supercharged energy. They're basically like lots of how do I put this? Like vibration. So anyway, when you're talking about knights, you're talking about action, news, and revelation. So this is in the future tense. I'm going backwards for you because this is what I'm told to do for UK, okay? So the future energy coming towards you regarding your question is that this is a supercharged energy coming towards you. And this person is dealing with ego, okay? This person is working through his impatience, his anger, all the arguments, and trying to come to terms with himself. The Fool is here in the reverse, which talks about being really careful with his steps. He's being very, very careful on what he's doing and saying because he knows he's coming from a place of healing out of a situation from the past. And that place of healing is being deceived. And the Three of Swords is in the reverse, which means originally there was a situation where there's a third-party involvement, a cheating card, a betrayal of some kind, somebody that did him wrong in a sense, that broke up his heart space in a way that affected your relationship. Now, whether that was a real person or just their energy coming in, I think that it's important for you to remember that he either had a past relationship like this, which is preventing him from expressing himself fully towards you. Does that make sense, Kay? Because I really feel that there's a lot that he's working through. But let's just check it out because it's in the reverse in the future tense, which means he's going to come out of that place. Okay, just let me explain to you. So we have the Three of Swords and the Three of Swords and the Seven of Swords in the reverse. So let's look at our numbers. So our sevens talks about completion, having knowledge, and solution. So he's working through his trauma over this past relationship or whatever it was that came in within the two of you. You have the Seven of Swords in the reverse, which talks about confessions, turning over a new leaf, somebody being outsmarted, caught in the act, somebody being two-faced, somebody ignoring the sign, somebody, there's warning and red flags everywhere, and this person, ignored that. But now, in the future, coming in, this confession, this is coming out, this conversation is going to come out about what he's been going through, if that makes sense to you. I personally don't feel it was you. I personally feel it was a past relationship. I'm just saying, Caitlin, off the bat, I feel like, and if I'm wrong, I apologize, but I do feel like it was a past relationship. The Three of Swords is in the reverse, which talks about refusing to let go. However, there is forgiveness there. There is looking for freedom and liberation in my notes, it says, okay? And when that happens, there is a release. So the Seven of Swords is my deception card. So I feel like he was lied to or manipulated because we also have, like I said, that Three of Swords there as well. So let's go ahead and look at the 7. Again, confessions, turning over a new leaf, like I said, feeling like you're caught, ignoring the signs. So these two things, like, so this to me feels like he was in a past relationship with somebody that hurt him so badly, like he was cheated on, or he came out of a situation where he was very, his heart was injured to a place where, like, look at this card. It's just so much sorrow and grief, right? And then the 7 of Swords is like, you know, like this person thought they were getting away with it, you know, deceiving this person, your person, and that is what this person's working out of. Now, the overall energy of the reading is the 4 of Wands in the reverse. So let's look at our number of 4. It means stability, structure, and standstill. That is what this person is looking for right now. Your person is looking to grow towards those words, okay? Structure and stability. Again, the 7 of Swords and the 3 of Swords in reverse at a standstill. He's working through those emotions, okay? Which is a good thing. And the overall energy is that even though he's in that standstill, there's a lack of spirit there. There's a lack of community for him. There's a lack of family for him. He's in an unhappy situation, and there's something he's dealing with at home as well. Some sort of family drama, family situation. Someone in the family he feels unwelcomed. Does that make sense, Kay? I can't really explain it more than that, to the point where it has to do with his self-esteem, okay? And being successful in overcoming his fears and anxieties. Let's go ahead and look at the past energy now. We have the 5 of Cups in the reverse, which talks about releasing, accepting, forgiving, finding peace, overcoming despair, rejoining the world, okay? Coming out, moving on, accepting, no more guilt. So this is what he's been working through in the past energy. Then we have the 9 of Swords going on here, where it says, like, there is definitely anxiety involved, okay? Worry, terror, bad dreams, something's keeping him up at night. But there's light at the end of the tunnel. He's recovering, letting go of stress, accepting help. He's got extreme guilt and shame and regret. So perhaps this person is the one that did the cheating. Your person did the cheating on their person, okay? And that deeply hurt him, as well as it hurt the other person. In other words, when you do something to others, you feel the same pain. And I feel like he's working through that. He'll never make that mistake again. He will never make that. I'm hearing it. I'm getting chills. Never, never, never. I'm hearing a voice saying he will never make that decision again. He will never make that decision again. He's too much pain in that decision, okay? I got goosebumps. My hair standing up. I feel like crying because I understand what he's going through. He's depressed. He's coming out of that, though. He's coming out of that. He is, how do I put this? He also has a chip on his shoulder as well about the situation, that, like, maybe he never got to close that door or have closure. He's holding the flame, he's holding the light. But he's also refusing to compromise. The 9s are all about taking chances, being prosperous, okay? Having a climax, a completion, accomplishment, okay? Normally. But he's refusing to compromise. In this particular situation, he was stubborn. There was no fight left. He just, kept making the same mistakes in the relationship, and he did have a lack of courage. Okay, he did take a pause, and he sort of gave up. Like, he had a moment of, like, I just want to give up. Like, I'm done with this, right? That's the past energy he's coming out of, because there was some hurt done. Let's look at our queens. Our queens talk about nurture, support, and ideas. Our queen says that it's regarding pentacles. This is the material world. So indifferent, disappointed, and he's broken. There's a sense of financially broke, an empty bank. So when I see like no money in the bank, an empty bank account, like that's how he feels empty inside as well. Indifferent, I guess, as well. Like who cares right now? This past energy is like, I got more things to deal with. So if that's what he came from before he met you. And because he was dealing with this heartbreak, he's now in a place where he's trying to heal. Let's look at the Knight of Wands for the current energy for your person. So this is a fiery, passionate individual. Again, I feel Aries energy. I'm just checking to see what's on the floor here. Yeah. Leo energy as well. But they're both in the reverse. So it could be somebody who has both traits like in their chart, but it's not in their sun sign. I don't know why I'm saying that. Knight of Wands. So yeah, he's going through a position right now where he is self-loving. He's trying to forgive himself. He's going through that moment of being actionable with accepting help from others, maybe going through therapy or some sort of meditation. He's trying very hard to break from this feeling that he created for himself. So again, that's ego-based, okay? So currently the King, that's where he's at, okay? And the King of Wands talks about, again, ego-based. Like, he is definitely trying to work on fixing there's a narrative in his mind that he thinks he's a narcissist because of the traits that he has had. And he knows that's not who he truly is. He's perceived that way, and he's trying to break a pattern. He's trying to balance his ego and his heart. He's trying to find an inner balance and find the strength within to get through this piece in his life. And typically this would be a warning sign for somebody if they were interested in the person, but I feel like because of his healing, he's healing. He's not a true narcissist, but I feel like he was in a relationship that was a codependent relationship. Somebody was the codependent, somebody was the narcissist, and they feed off each other. Negativity feeds off each other. It grows from one another, just like positivity and love grows from each other. Like, this was a toxic relationship he was in. But as a result of all the work that he's been doing, he's been tapping into his intuition, okay? He's been tapping into his intuition. And I'm going to tell you what I've written for my High Priest. I always say High Priestess, intuition, but I'm going to tell you what I've written, okay? This is for you. Because I feel like you need to see what I've written or hear what I've written about it. Again, these are my notes I create when I first go through the deck. And it's pretty similar to what the deck, definitions are. But anyway, these are my own words. So it says, the High Priestess is the number 2. It represents that she knows everything there is to know. In the known and the unknown. The above and below. So above, so below. The surface. Speaks of duality. This could be a Gemini. And everything that is hidden, she is the keeper of the truth. Both difficult and difficult to obtain, she is hard to comprehend and accept. She is extremely psychic. She is extremely clairvoyant. There is an sentient, and she is tapped into the universal possibilities. This is all about intuition. Those were my notes on this, okay? So, this intuition is that he is trying to find balance, again, between his head and his heart. And he is confused whether or not, he is a Gemini, yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you for clarifying that. He is trying to find the balance on what that means for him now that he's starting over. And in this energy, with the Strength card in reverse, well, that explains the Virgo-Leo thing. In this energy, where was I? The Strength card. I want to pull that up. I want to read to you what I've written for this as well. Because it's not just about inner strength in this particular reading, because it's beside the High Priestess. This is about intuition, getting through something and becoming stronger for it. Where the heck did I write this down at? Maybe I don't have it in here because it's pretty obvious. this. Oh, there it is. I see it. So, the Strength card is calling on all your strength after the release of something. And this card is the number 11 in the deck, but it also has an infinity symbol on. I'm going to show you. There's the lamb. She's wearing her heart. Okay, she's got an infinity symbol on her arm. See the duality, part Leo, part whatever, that's the Gemini as well, okay? She's got Leo in her chart. I'm saying she because this is whatever, but this is regarding his energy. So the feminine parts of himself, okay? He's trying to put things back together. This is what I've written. Putting things back together after broken things and being left behind. Rebirth requires enormous effort. So this man is going through a huge transitional period, okay? It's massive, okay? It's massive. So that's the place he's coming from. But I want to know, and I'm going to clarify a little bit further. I want to know when he's healing, during his healing, or if it's after his healing that you're in the picture, like emotionally. Because I feel like he's not emotionally available. Does that make sense? This is Kay's reading. I'm not supposed to read those, but I was just interested to see what they were. Oh, okay. Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, Ace of Wands. I like that for you. That's abundance of action. So he's actionably working on it. So we have the Queen of Pentacles here, and the Queen again is, talking about being balanced, being nurturing, having the stability, Sagittarian energy, right? She is somebody who is smart, independent, can take care of herself. That's how he views you. I feel that he holds you in high regard. And I do feel like he, what the hell did he do with that? Anyway, I do feel like he, I do feel like he has a sense of who you are, that you're in your own power, basically. You're very independent, okay? He sees you as a very independent person. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Again, he feels a little bit clueless in the situation. He feels like he comes off as being very exaggerated around you. Maybe dishonest about how he's truly feeling because he's the parts of him is broken. And the Ace is here. So the Ace of Wands talks about abundance and opportunities, and it's actionable. So let's look at our Ace. So it says courage, enthusiastic about you. He desires you. He's definitely passionate. There's a new passion here. Positivity. When he comes out of this, it is a rebirth. He will be moving forward towards you. There will be no delay. This is about good communication, okay? But he also feels like he missed an opportunity with you somehow. Does that make sense? By miscommunicating. There's a miscommunication coming in for the two of you that happened. He feels like he missed a chance. He hesitated with something towards you. He hesitated towards you, I feel like. Okay, let's just see what is coming in currently for him towards you, even though he's still going through a healing process. This is how he truly feels in the current. Because that's when he first met you. Yeah, the Star, new beginning. He sees you as a new beginning, an opportunity. But he knows he's had his tower moment. okay? And he's judging. He's going through judgment. There's a judgment that's been made, okay? But that Strength card came up again. But it's in the upright position now, you see? So he's doing the work. Okay, he is really putting his best foot forward, and he wants this with you. He wants a chance to make it all right. 10 of Cups was flipped over in the deck. That's about happy family, emotional commitment. He wants to commit. He's emotionally involved. He's just working through a lot of shit, sweetheart. Somebody really did him wrong. They're like cheating. Somebody I don't know, either he cheated or somebody else cheated. Yeah, the Moon card. There's definitely like vague deception going on with himself in respect. Like, am I clearly making the right decisions here? Am I making correct choices? Because I don't want to be hurt from the past. I really want to be with this person, but I want to wait until the moon settles and the waters are clear so he can see clearly. He's looking for clarity right now. That's all. That is what the delay is about. Let's see what's going in chat. Hang on a second. Yeah, okay, what's going on here? Oh, okay, yeah, I got you. Interesting. Yeah, it does. He's a Gemini. Yeah, I saw that. Wow, I'm happy for him. Good. And it says, yeah, there was a lot of miscommunication. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like he wants an opportunity to have that conversation. But he's not going to open up right away. He's still processing a lot of it. Yeah, Six of Swords. Definitely a transition taking place here. Definitely working through some grief. Let's go ahead and just pull that out of my... So yeah, calm waters, spirits, is guiding him. He is being guided by the divine. Yeah, healing, traveling, moving on, actions away from going somewhere. Like, there's a plan in place. This is a new love he has. He knows that you are a new love for him, but he's just got to get out of this place of feeling trapped and by his past mentality, right? Slow healing, you know, kind of trying to progress through that. So I feel like if you give him, let me see the bottom of the deck. Five of Swords, yeah. Look, see this? He's trying to come out of a torment. He was tormented by this. Yeah, he had to walk away. There was lack of communication with you. He felt defeated. He wanted to surrender. He needed to change, but something happened where you guys walked away from each other and possibly being deceived. Self-sabotage. He self-sabotaged this with you because of his past relationship. When people are hurt in the past, they carry with them a suitcase of emotions and the way your brain is wired to deal with those emotions. And with that is fear and anxiety and self-destruction. Those are the three things that happen when you're in something with when you're healing from a psychological wound. Because this didn't just hurt his heart. It's not like, you know, oh, I'm moving on with my life and I'm just moving away and it's not working out and you're heartbroken. This is like a trust being broken, a betrayal. He was hurt super, super badly. And so he's trying to work through and process through that so that he doesn't make the same mistake again. He wants it to be good with you. He wants this to be a new love. Like he recognizes you, if that makes sense. So I think you just need to be a little patient with him. Because I feel like if you do that and you make a compromise, that sacrifice of him letting go of that to be with you will be something that maybe you will have to help him through if he wants to, you know, have this with you now. If the conversation comes up, I would just let him talk. Just listen. Just need someone to listen at this point. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Okay, let me pull an oracle deck here for you, okay? Because that was really heavy, honey. And I just really want to get some good energy going here for God bless him, so we can see what is said for encouragement. And affirmation messages from the divine for Kay and her person on what is going on through this healing process. Oh, God, I knew those cards weren't tough. Look, it just flew right out. Hang on. Okay, so the card that flew out, number 5, the throat chakra. It says the frequency of the throat chakra, the blue flower of life, supports our self-expression and our sense of peace and balance. That's what he's going through. He's trying to find the way to have the conversation with you. Okay. And again, our oracles. I just want to see what some situation coming through for the connection between the two of you. One card, please. These just don't want to talk. Oh, there we go. So it says, breath of the cosmos. How beautiful that is. It says, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. So he's having a hard time letting go of being in control. Cracked open. Rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. That's the pain he's been through. Big picture thinking. Palladian energy. Visionary. Inspired ideas. I feel when you two come together, you'll have a really strong relationship. And there's some Palladian energy there, which is also interesting. Okay. And then I'm going to pull one quick card here for, that's not it. Yeah, I'm going to pull one of these one statement cards for UK. Okay. One statement card, please, for Kay to help her on her journey, to help her understand. Help her have patience and guidance and love and security in this relationship. Yeah, perseverance. You're gonna persevere through this. The two of you will be fine in the end. This is definitely a quest that he's on to find his true self. Dissipating, okay, and a divine miracle's coming in. So the angels are definitely around the two of you. It just needs a little bit of, just a little bit of work, you know, just a little bit of work. But sometimes when we put the work in, it's definitely worth it at the end of the day. It's worth the wait, you know what I mean? And it's also to help learn from each other. All right, so let's see what the chat's saying here. We kind of are in the same position. Yeah, I definitely would be a listening ear for him if needed that. Yes. Awesome. Okay. Oh, great. Okay, great. So I hope that resonated with you, Kay. I'm really, really enjoyed doing your reading. So please come back again. I think that wraps it up for Kay. So we'll cross her off the list. Okay. And is Alyssa still here? Because I really feel like I wanted to do Alyssa's before we left for the day. And we also have Trash Bag Fashion Lover. So she's next if we don't get, and Bella as well is here. So I wanted to get Bella. PC Tech, my darling, did you just check in to say hi and leave? Do you know Yvonne if he's still here? Because I'd like to do a few cards for him. Oh, you're so welcome, Kay. You're so very welcome. It's my pleasure. I just love you guys. Sorry, I'm just going through the chat real quick. Okay, PC Tech, coming to make a coffee. Awesome. So, okay, cool. So I'll do you real quick. I'll just pull a few cards for you. How about that? Or did you have a good question? Or maybe you don't want to participate. I don't want to assume that you do. But it's up to you, darling. Okay, you're back. Awesome. PC Tech, do you want me to pull some fun cards from past life, or just as you're thinking about your question? Because I'm like all into these today. So cool. I haven't done them on the channel yet. I'm just curious. I feel like a really strong connection to you anyways. Okay, I'll surprise you. I'll pull a few as well. Oh, I knew that. Okay, knighthood. I knew it. So you served in some kind of like British type of like past life. Like you were a knight in like a long time ago. That is so cool. I'm gonna pull two more as well. I'm gonna do 3 past lives because I'm really interested. You have a sense of honor in this life as well, and loyalty. And you are a protector. You protect your friends and family. I got chills. That's because that's what you did for a living in another life. You protected people. You stood guard. Oh, I got chills, PC Tech. This is so cool. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. You can drop it, but I just think that's really neat. Yeah, lessons and blessings. So this lifetime is all about lessons and blessings. In other words, like whatever you're going through, whatever lesson you're learning, it is a blessing. And angels. You have angels all around you. So it's definitely like a past life situation where you were or still are connected to angels. So you have this ability to be surrounded. You're surrounded. You have, okay. Just a minute here. PC Tech, you have a gift that you don't talk about. We'll just leave it there. But it has to do with angels and loved ones on the other side. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay, but that's what I'm getting. And I got a lot of goosebumps when that came into my mindset. So if that's, you know, I really feel that for you. I would not be surprised if you have had a lot of paranormal experiences in your life. Like a lot of weird coincidental things, a lot of like how do I put this, like a goose with goosies, situations where it was like near death, like in just like the split second. It's almost like somebody was telling you to move this way and you did, and so you avoided it. Like a lot of situations where you're a prophetic dreamer as well. I feel like you come off very calm and concise because of that knighthood background. And you're very open to learning lessons, and you do appreciate and you have gratitude for the world and around you, like your family and friends and people, because of that past life. But I also feel that you have a sense of you have a connection to the other side of the veil. That's how I want to put it. Yes, PC, I would love that. I would love to have a conversation with you personally, because I seriously feel that you are surrounded by like a lot of... I wouldn't even be surprised if they're the past life knights that worked with you or were connected to you in a past life that are protecting you as guarding you still. Like you're all like brothers in arms, okay? That's what I'm getting. I got brothers in arms on my arms. It reminds me of that Dire Straits song. That's what I'm hearing. Brothers in Arms by Dire Straits. If you haven't heard it, look it up. It's amazing. But yeah, you understand the blessings in life that you have in this lifetime. You are surrounded by angels. And I feel like there's a sense that of time. There's a sense in this lifetime, there's a sense of time that you never have enough time. That time is running out. And other times you feel like you have all the time in the world. Again, there's that sense of like surrealism that comes in and out of your reality. I don't know where that just came from, but as I was looking at that card, that's what came to mind, because it does have the pocket watch, you see? So divine timing. You are surrounded. You are very spiritually surrounded. Whew. And it's strong. Yeah, whew. Man. Oh my God, I got chills. I still have them. Oh, PC Tech, I love when this happens. Like, as Rona's like, oh girl. Every time I do her, I get chills. I got chill from another person today. You're the third person, I think, or fourth person. I have a lot of chills today, which is my little indication to know that I'm on the right, that's universe affirmation to me that this is coming through. This is a message. Like, I'm channeling this. I don't know. I'm really working on accepting that part of myself, you guys. So, you know, again, life is really difficult, and the reality of this world is it hits you in the face every day with every hardship that's going on around the world, and the people that are going missing everywhere, and the people that are, you know, this good versus bad thing that's been going on for, you know, eons. I feel like this spiritual battle, and I think that a lot of the times, you know, we get lost in the sadness of the state of the world that it's in. But on the spiritual side, it's like we understand that we are connected to certain people, and that those certain people lift us up and carry us through the hard times. And I feel like a lot of times when we connect to the other side, like they're there to help guide us. And I feel like that is a message coming through for you, PC, to really, really listen to listen. I'm leaving you signs everywhere. I'm leaving you signs everywhere. That's what I'm hearing. Yes, we'll do a quick Telegram call after the stream. Yeah, because I think I'm gonna wrap it up soon, because that's like a lot of readings, and I'm really I'm getting like, actually, to be honest, I was feeling drained, but after doing your reading, it's like I got like not a psychic, you know, not like a psychic vampire type of thing or energy vampire from you, but I just feel like I got a burst of energy, like some of your angels came around and went boop to me. I don't know. They're like saying, yay, yay. Thank you for speaking on my behalf. That's what I'm hearing. But anyway, take her for what it's worth. So here's the thing. I know B2, you want me to come back to you about your question, but I haven't. If Bella and Alyssa and Trashbag Fashion Lover is still here, they're actually the last three people I would like to do before I close the live down. But if they are not here, then we have a look and Ragtab, and if they're not here, then yes, B2, I will finish your third question, and then wrap it up, because I've been streaming now for a couple of hours. So if anybody's, hi Tam, how you doing, my friend? That's okay. It's just nice to see you. Oh, that's all right, sweetheart. I didn't think to put it in Telegram because I didn't want to be like that person. Oh, here's my thing, because, you know, it's a new channel and I'm just trying to be, not a new channel, but a new group. So I'm just trying to be respectful of that. Next time, feel free to post a link. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, so if Alyssa and Bella and Trashbag Fashion Lover is still in the chat, just send a quick text and let me know you're still here. And if I don't get a response in the next couple of minutes, then we'll just we'll finish B2 and move on. Temp, do you want me to pull a quick past life card for you? I'm really into the past life thing today. Just a quick one. I know you can't stay long. Just want to pull a quick one for you. I just want to see what. I really believe in reincarnation, and I really feel like there's something from your past life that you're dealing with in this one, my friend. Oh, woo, that just flew out. I'll take it. Health. I think you were a doctor in a past life. And that's why you're so focused on physical health, emotional health, mental health in this world, in this life. Maybe, maybe not. But these are fun cards. And if I get any like messages, then you know I just kind of go with it. But it opens the conversation. Because I honestly do feel like you could have been somebody like that. Wars and battles, yeah. Look at that. Wars and battles. So you and PC Tech could have a connection because maybe you were soldiers in a past life. This looks like the Civil War though, so I don't know. And then, ooh, Jupiter. 1 and 2. All right, this is all that's coming out. Oh, my friend, I understand our connection now. So I too have had this card pulled for me, the Native American connection. So our Indigenous brothers and sisters. Yeah, I know. And you are still unconsciously, in a past life, you are dealing with an unrequited love. There is somebody from your past who is trying to connect to you, who you were separated from. That's what I'm hearing. There was a sense of longing for finding this connection that you're looking for with your person. That you were disconnected from this person in a past life, and you felt very alone and heartbroken. I'm getting, and I have goosebumps right now all over my body. So I think that has transitioned into this life with you, with this life in this timeline. And I find that the Native American part of you is very spiritual because you're not only connected to those energies around you. Temp, you are an empath. I'm just going to say it out loud. You are an empath like me, and I believe like Yvonne. And we really find it heavy when it happens because when we get a burst of someone else's energy towards us, we feel everything. And I feel like because of that, it makes our own emotions amplified. We have to sometimes step out of ourselves to figure out whether it's our feelings we're feeling or someone else's. Does that make sense? I'm also getting a sense of the fact that you are somebody who is connected to oh gosh, how do I put this? You have 1 foot in the spiritual world and 1 foot in this world. I don't understand what that means, but that's how I'm saying it. It's almost like I don't want to say like you're living in parallel timelines at the same time, but I think sometimes you feel that way. I think sometimes you think like, if I made this other choice, what would happen? Like you think heavily and deeply about things, and sometimes way too many thoughts come in that is confusing because you're just like, well, I'm just gonna drop this because I don't know what this means to me. Like, that kind of a feeling. And that Indigenous card, that Native American card coming up reminded me to tell you that you are also connected to the old ways spiritually. So I feel like there's a sense of longing for your tribe. Does that make sense? Oh, Temp, I'm so sorry, my love. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I know. Grief is hard. Grief is so hard. I'm going to just go ahead and pull one of these statement cards. I'm curious to what this says for you. My son, I feel like my son should have been, I feel like he was in the 40s. I know he had past life in the 40s because he listens to like Al Bowley. He listens to music that no 19-year-old in this world would like. Well, I shouldn't say this world. There's probably lots of people who listen to it, but he's a very old soul. And I feel like, Temp, I think you would have been one of those people in the 1950s that enjoyed that family. You're very much family oriented. Your happiness, like my son, is all about family and love, peace and love and family. You know, some people are really ambitious to do things in their life to leave a mark. You just want to love and be loved and protect those around you. I just want to see what's going on here. I just want to pull a card for my darling Temp. Yeah, you're dealing with a lot of guilt and rejection. So those are the things you have to go through. And the bottom of the deck is workaholic. So those are the three things that the universe is telling you to work through, and has been a struggle for you. And I want to see what your chakra is. I think so too in a lot of ways. I mean, like, without the racism and all that past shit that came with it, but like, yeah, I really, honestly, I feel like okay, I've had this for a really long time, but I think in 20 to 20, not even, maybe 15 years time, you're going to see a shift back to that sense of family and marriage and getting married early and having children early and having two finances, because we're living in a world, the economy is so bad, like it was in the 50s. When you were married, it was really hard for the husband to provide. But in this generation coming, although women are so liberated, you know, there'll be two incomes, and it'll make the family like dynamic back to the way it was, where there is like what they call a family, like a unit. What's the word I'm looking for in sociology? The family dynamic, I guess, will shift back to that of the 50s. Where you have, you know, people buying homes instead of renting apartments, because it's just financially difficult. Not, and as well as, you know, like this whole idea of, you know, teenagers, young adults running around, you know, not emotionally connecting. That's going to shift back to, you know, falling in love and starting a family and making, you know what I mean? That's where, yeah. There's a career change coming up for you. It says you're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance you deserve. So whatever you've been working hard at in school is definitely your lighthouse, your shining light. You're going to do very well. And it's what you desire, pardon me. You desire and deserve. So the universe got your back. Universe has got your back. No, and there shouldn't be, Temp. I agree with you. I would love to have been a stay-at-home mom. Seriously. I am like a very independent, you know, liberated woman but I'm not like a feminist in the sense of like men or this, men or that. But like, yeah, I really do. I think I feel like if the woman wants to, then it's fine. But I think that the pressure, a lot of women will not admit this, but would really much enjoy, instead of going to work every day, staying home, taking care of the children, doing things around the house, being creative, having to be there with their children instead of dropping them off at daycare, missing out all the little things that come with, you know, young children at that age, right? The family unit. Exactly. And it could be the other way around. The mother could be working or the father could be staying home. Exactly. That's what I mean by like that family together unit will come back around. Yeah, I think that's going to shift back to the way that it used to be. But for that to happen, there has to be, how do I put this? There has to be a social crisis first. And in order for, how do I put this positively? In order for society as a whole, from a socioeconomic perspective, changes into another direction or way of mores and values and all that sort of thing, you know, the caste system has to change. And for that to happen, there has to be a huge socioeconomic disaster of some kind for the families to come together. Really, because think about it, the 30s and 40s, right? What brought in that era was the 50s, the family unit. So I think we're on the verge of I mean, some sort of socioeconomic situation where the world shifts and things go to other things change, but that family dynamic comes back. Let's look at chat. There should be, yeah, I read that. And yes, once I'm done with school, I'm off to Uganda. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. I had no idea you're going to Uganda. That's crazy cool. Yvonne, I was a stay-at-home single mom. Was hard, but best job ever. Yes, I know. You know what? I'm a single mom, but I didn't have the opportunity to stay home, so that's amazing that you did. Tim says, got a CEO of a huge GMO from Israel that working in bringing water to difficult. Oh my God, that's so amazing. In Uganda, on my contract list, wants electrical. That's so amazing. Anyway, I won't get into it too much, enough to say that I'll spend a year helping those that aren't blessed with things. Oh my God, I'm going to cry. Temp, your heart is so, like, I can't even tell you, like, you, you have so much light. It's just, it's really, I'm sorry guys, I'm just getting emotional. Oh, I'm just feeling a lot of vibration coming off of my lovely friend Temp. So yeah, you are a light worker, my darling. You have light. You have so much light. Yeah, our comfort in the modern life is to insanity. I'm telling you, it is so true. I don't know how many times I pick up my phone during the day. It's ridiculous. But anyways, that is correct, Yvonne. That's incredible. That is incredible. I am so, like, I can't even tell you how amazing that it is to know that I have a friend in you that is doing so many wonderful things for the planet and for the people. And I just think that you are shining. You're a bright light, my lovey. You are. I just love you to pieces. I think you're amazing. I know they're tears of no. These are tears of joy. Like when I get emotional, it's because I'm really feeling the person. Like I'm an empath, so I feel how much light you carry, and it's fucking beautiful. Like what you're gonna do, oh my God, like I can't even, it is so selfless and amazing, and I just love you to bits. You're amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna wrap it up for the day since my darling Temp got me all in my feels. And ooh, that's amazing. That's such a good vibe. You have such a good vibe. But anyway, thanks for waking up on my timeline again and joining my channel. And I'll see you the next time we do connect. And it will hopefully be next Saturday between the hours of 10 and 12. Feel free to join at any time while you're waiting so the chat fills up. Yeah, but you know what, my darling? You are a workaholic Temp. So like you need to also, okay, yes, you give your all. You have to have you have to create a reserve tank. You have to create a reserve tank for yourself because the amount of light that you have to share will drain you. And there has to be something you put on it. Create a shelf for yourself and hold a space. There's got to be a space to hold some reserve energy for yourself, because you're the type of person like me, like when you give all your energy, it's draining, and then you're like down for, so you need to keep a reserve of energy for yourself. I don't know how that works. Maybe meditate or balance or something. Find something, some way to know when it's time to take a moment for yourself and just be in the moment and create a calm, I guess is what I'm hearing, for your heart and your mind and your soul. So I appreciate you guys too. All right, my lovies, have a great rest of the weekend, and I will see you the next time you wake up on my timeline. I love you all, and thanks for joining today.